There we go. Welcome back, everybody. We're back for yet another episode of Digimon Restart. As my brain suddenly turns off immediately as soon as the session begins. This is a great sign. This is a great sign. My name! I should say that.
Yeah.
I
I
am.
feel like you might be muted.
No, please. If that's the case, I'll cry. I swear.
Either that or you don't have the captions working.
No. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I just need to restart the captions. I am definitely not
Okay.
muted.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, I cannot.
Listen, I have my note. DD unmute. I have to check.
Gotta double check just to be sure. Okay, we seem to be good now. Captions are running again. Now, where was I? I am your digital master, Didi. I generally talk about music, giant robots, and tabletop role playing games, but tonight I shall be talking about Digimon as I put our chosen children in peril and danger.
Sure about that?
I'll try my best. I'll try my very best. I can be found at most places as Alphabet Sauce, or like such as on Twitter and Blue Sky, or on YouTube under Planless Dan. Oh, that didn't do what it was meant to do. As Planless Dan. That's not. Why is that? I'll fix that. I'll fix that later. Yeah, I can be found in most places. Planless Dan. That's cool. And I'm going to move it over to who shall introduce themselves next. That's a non-roll. I should have taken a D4 for this. I have D4s.
It's not working.
It's not working at all. I'm noticing that. Why? I'll fix it.
I wanted to do your thing. Oh.
I think I know why it's not working. I will fix it in a second. And you'll see everyone's like pop up all at once.
Oh, Twitch.
Twitch. Never change.
Oh, Twitch.
But in the meantime, while I fix the bot things, Casey, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, I'm Casey. I use they she pronouns, and I will be playing Spencer today, our wild child who uses they them pronouns, and well, I won't be playing their little dog Spark, but Spark will be there. I swear I practiced this.
You guys practice these?
Well, because last week I was sitting here like, oh, I need to introduce, and I said nothing.
You get
So I was
used
like,
to
I'll
it.
practice. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, you can find me on Instagram at maybealter or on maybealter.com. Very different vibes from here, but that's where I am.
Fair enough. I will now pass it on to Taryn.
I'm Taryn. I use she, they pronouns. And I'll be playing Nico, the loner person. Words. Who also uses she, they.
Excellent
and-
energy in the house tonight.
Right? I was thrown. And their little dinosaur Digimon companion. You can find me everywhere, basically, at Actual Raptor. Sometimes someone's been really mean and stolen the word Actual Raptor, and you have to put a C instead of an O, but I'm not bitter about it. It's fine. It's a deep-seated bitterness that's been with me for 5 years. And I'm normally tweeting, posting, whatever, about dinosaurs, anime, and horror.
Good mix indeed. Next, Derek, please.
Me. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek. I use they, ze, and he pronouns. I'll be playing Kaiden Mira, who travels along his wonderfully dark and equally as violent Digimon Nyamon. You can find me over out on the interwebs at Derek Does RP, which is DERRYKDOES RP. That's for Twitter and TikTok. Or you can find me over on my own actual play podcast, Queers and Spears, where we tell very queer, very lovely stories in a homebrew setting with amazing characters.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Anne.
Hello, my name is Anne. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me on Twitter and sometimes TikTok if you look very carefully at XO_girl wonder, where I talk about TTRPGs and other random stuff as I see fit. Today I will be playing Lucy Mendez, the gentle heart, who we discovered last episode may not be so gentle. Her pronouns are also she, her. She hangs around with a goldfish on four legs usually, but now she's carrying a cute little jellyfish guy. Just a cute little jellyfish guy.
Just slightly
yeah.
deflated. Ha, there we go. Perfection. So, with that, as I immediately spam all of the socials in chat, but we will pick up where we left off last week. So, last time on Digimon, on Digimon Restart,
Oh, don't forget, if you've leveled up and used up any bond points, they reset to full
Oh yeah.
when you
Yes.
level. I just thought of it, and y'all should know.
I also took the liberty and just gave me back the 2 hit points from when we crashed in the bus.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, it's been enough time.
Yeah, your
I'm probably fine
stamina
now.
and bond points go back to,
Yeah,
you're,
to
you're
full.
basically good.
and I believe they also go up by 1.
They go up
just
by 1, yeah.
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 Wait,
So
the
you're-
stamina also goes up by 1?
Yep.
Stamina goes
Your
up by
stamina
one.
and your bond points go up by 1. Yeah.
I think the Google sheet actually auto calculates that. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So, so last time, y'all kind of made your way through a lovely little village, a little small town. It was all peaceful and chill, and there's all these Digimon that looked vaguely food related. The various Bergamons and Ebby Bergamons that ran that place, that are being attacked by a much larger and meaner Digimon that figured that, yeah, I can protect you as long as you give me all your food. This is a fair deal. Of course, our chosen children were not cool with that, and after a bit of a fight and eventually stealing the thing that was powering up Jagamon, letting him shrink back to his normal, much more friendly self, you all continued your journey following the paths that your digivices are leading you to. So it is from here where we shall pick up. And give me a second.
Whose did we decide to follow?
Whose did you decide to follow? You could tell me now.
We were following Spencer's
Yeah, and that brought us to this one.
to this one, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't decided yet, so we can
Ooh,
just still do that.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Is mine still showing an arrow?
Yes, it should still be showing an arrow at this point.
Okay.
Oh.
So I guess we're even collecting the ones that we don't have, because we have one
Yes.
that none of us
Because
have.
I have
virtue
mine
of.
already.
Yeah. And
Or-
I think the one we got from Jagamon was Courage, and none of us.
Yes.
Oh no, yeah.
None of us
Yeah.
are holding that.
Yeah.
No. I just know because I have it in my pocket. Actually.
I think Kaiden's gonna I feel like we're all looking at our digivice like, oh, do we have arrows? And I think Kaiden just kind of peers over Nico's shoulders, like, follow the leader, and pushes you forward.
Perfect. Nico, as you kind of
I
stumble.
was gonna suggest a rock paper scissors tournament, but okay, that way works too, I guess. Okay, yeah, we'll follow Nico's then. Why not?
Why not? Why not? So as you kind
Why
of
not?
stumble forward, your Digivice's compass immediately fixes in a direction. It seems that it's currently you're closest to whatever yours is pointing to. Uh,
Okay.
so uh, the journey takes a bit. Like it's not even like simply like, oh yeah, you walk for 30 minutes then you get somewhere. Like this is like a hiking trip. Like there's a point where like partway through your journey you have to like camp out and stuff and
Uh,
like find like a small cave or something like that to chill in.
Lucy
It's
has
like we never
uh,
left summer camp.
has sunflower seeds, and is whenever they have a break, she's just behind a book. She's you can, if you listen very carefully, she's like quietly reading out loud to Chisamon, who the jellyfish blob is on her shoulder, and she's just reading quietly to them.
Oh, that's so
Cute.
cute. That's so cute. I love that. And
It's
Shisamon is like
precious.
partially asleep, like kind of like nodding off every now and then and waking up again. And because he's just a little blob, he kind of like slides once he starts going to sleep.
I was like, is he like droop, like just spreading out like a slime as he goes to sleep? It's so cute.
I think Kaiden would plop down next to you while you're reading.
Hmm. Naimon just kind of like floats nearby as well.
Um, she looks kind of embarrassed. Like when she realizes Kaiden's sitting there, she looks kind of embarrassed and she says, "Oh, hi. I was just reading Chisamon a bedtime story." And Chisamon's probably like plopped on her shoulder like a
Yeah.
blobby shoulder pad. But she's like, hi.
You don't gotta be embarrassed. It's like reading your younger sibling a story. Like
Huh?
it's nothing to be
And
embarrassed about. I did I noticed something earlier when we were dealing with Dragamon.
yeah.
You how do I word this? You pulled a me and kind of exploded.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You don't have to talk about what it is, what it's about if you're not comfortable.
She looks like she's about to cry. Like straight up water in the back of her eyes, and she says, that's the first time in like a month that someone's actually asked me that." Um
Well, yeah, I get it. When people are going through their own things, it's hard to see that other people are hurting.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I was only going to be at camp for 2 weeks. Um
Look, it's not a big deal.
so my my parents are splitting up, and um I'm supposed to be going to my dad's for 2 weeks at the end of the month. That's why I could. That's why. That's why I was only going to be at camp for half the time.
I think if you're okay with it, I think Kaiden pulls you into like a tight hug.
Yeah, and she allows it to happen. She sets Chisamon like on her lap before Chisamon gets
Yeah.
squished by this hug. But like, yeah, um,
Not a lot of people know this besides like Nico, but when I was younger, we went through the same thing. My dad wasn't the nicest person to my mom. or me. But unfortunately, in the divorce, he got custody of my sister.
That sucks.
Um, yeah, I haven't seen her in years. I want to say probably be Spencer's age now.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but I just want you to know, like, I understand what you're going through.
It's nice that they're not fighting anymore.
Yeah, sometimes people realizing that the best thing they could have done is separate for the sake of someone else's safety. But one thing I need to tell you, and I'm sure you've probably heard this from your mom, but it's not your fault. It's never our fault.
I know. It's just, I miss him, you know?
At least you get to see him every now and then.
Yeah. I
Mine
just,
doesn't even call, not even on birthdays.
that sucks.
Yeah, I'm kind of better off. My mom's really great.
Yeah. It does sound like your dad's kind of a jerk, so I guess that's
Yeah,
good. I mean, I know that they loved me. I think the problem was always with them and not with me. So I know that it's not my fault. I just, you know, my dad had to move for work in another state, so I don't even get to see him like that often. So,
yeah,
I mean, summer's probably the only time where I'll get to really hang out with him. So, just having a rough time being somewhere else.
yeah. But I mean, hey, that's kind of a chance to make new friends too. You'll have friends here and friends there.
Yeah, I mean, I know it kind of cut into summer camp time and stuff. Maybe
Look,
my parents will plan it better next summer.
summer camp will always be there. Will always be there. As somebody who understands what you're going through, get your time with your dad.
Okay,
I can't be
thanks.
mad at you for doing that.
Good, because you're scary when you're mad.
I'm never truly mad at you, Lucy.
I know. I mean, I just mean in general, you're scary when you're mad.
Good. That's how it's supposed to be. That means Joey will leave us alone.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I
I
hope
wonder
he's
how
doing all right,
everybody else
though.
got to. I wonder how they got to camp. We have the bus.
No, I have.
That
I
might.
have.
Did all of them? Did all the
All of us are like,
parents have
I've
to
not
come
thought of
pick
that
them up?
actually. Yeah.
I have. Honestly, I hadn't thought of that. I mean, I hope they're okay. I mean, even
Yeah.
Joey. Who are we gonna pick on when we get back?
Hey, arguably, he picks on himself by messing with us.
Yeah, I guess he asked for it, and Lucy
Yeah.
kind of tries to smile at Kaiden, like it's this kind of half-hearted, like she's trying to joke, but
Yeah.
the smile doesn't reach her eyes, and she's still a little sad. Um,
And I think Kaiden kind of like puts his arm around you and like pulls you close and does like that older brother like open hand like ruffling your hair and is like, just remember you're doing good, kid.
Thanks.
Try to get some rest.
Yeah. So when Kaiden tells her to get some rest, Lucy kind of does this thing where she takes the sleeping Chisamon and starts cuddling it like a stuffy, just like
Mm-hmm. Kisamon is
goes to sleep.
fast asleep. There's like that like the ridiculous like anime snooze bubble, but like it's like those proportions, but in reality because it's just all just blob.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I love that for us.
While that's the whole conversation's happening, uh, Nico and Nico and Spencer, um, what are you two up to? Actually, as you're kind of like setting down for camp, like it's getting dark at this point, and it's that same thing where it's like you look like outside, like at the night sky, and it's like it kind of looks like a regular night sky, but even if you know nothing about stars, these are not the same constellations at all. This is totally different.
I feel like Nico will have found a stick, and in a rare show of wanting to be with other people, is trying to play with Spark.
I love that. I love that. Spark gets so excited and is like barking and starts to like, chasing his tail for a bit, and like goes up to you like really attentive, waiting for you to like toss the stick.
And it's like, Nico does toss it a couple of times, but there is like a couple of times where Nico pretends to throw it just to see what Spark will do. And then hides it, like, where did it go? I don't have it. Buddy, where'd you lose it?
You like fake throw the stick the first time, and Spark zooms off, not even noticing that you've still got the stick. Man's just next to you, like.
Because like obviously I found another stick because I don't want Spencer to use their own sword because
course.
that's just rude.
Of
So
course. That's
I
the
had to
level
find
2
a secondary stick. Yeah. So now I found like a level 1 stick that's just been like broken in half and it's just really small. And it's like
It's a level 1 dagger. It's not a level 1
Yeah.
sword. It's a level 1 dagger.
It was a sword, but I reworked it into a dagger to make it smaller. So it'd be easier for me to hide it if I went to throw it. I was like, oh, where'd it go? And Nico's just like tucked it down like in their jacket, just like, what's happening?
Babylon slides over to you, Spencer, and is like, look at this. This absolute cruelty is coming from Nico here. Could never be me.
What are you talking about? They're playing with Spark. It's so nice.
Babylon looks suspicious. It's like throwing.
All the other Digimon like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? They're playing with a stick. Spark loves sticks, just like me.
Of course, looks at your level 2 stick and it's like, I don't think I get it, but so like.
Okay, I know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I know. Babamon, right? Babamon?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
saying that
Babamon.
right? Okay. Okay, do you want to help me?
Yeah, I'm the best at helping things and people and stuff.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So I need a sword of at least level 3 or higher. And I think we can find it here. Do you want to help me look for it?
Babylon does like a salute, and like all of, like the feathers that are kind of hanging off his like arms kind of like slap himself in the face in the process.
Oh yeah.
And this is why I'm playing fetch with the dog and not this clumsy mess.
Babylon's like,
Arguably, since we leveled up, could Spencer's sword have leveled up also?
I mean,
maybe.
Maybe we find it now.
Yes.
that's part of the quest line.
Use those
We have
level
to find
2
the sword too.
skills to find a
Yeah.
level 3 sword. Or higher
Yes.
level. Babamon would also be okay.
We're shooting for the stars.
Shooting
Yeah,
for the
the
stars.
highest level sword you can find.
Bambimon like leaps off into like the bush somewhere, essentially searching for the bestest stick he possibly can.
Nice. Spencer also just tears off and is also looking
I love
looking
that.
for a good stick.
I love that for them.
Yeah, the stuff in the corner, that was too much emotions going on. And Nico was like, I'm not even touching this. I'm gonna go for
Spencer
the
has
one
not
person here
noticed.
who can't talk back to me, and it's the dog.
Yet.
Yes.
I mean, Liz, maybe this is a bonding moment so Spark feels more comfortable with all of us and we'll start talking. You don't know.
You don't know. Who knows?
You're right, I don't know.
No.
But eventually, as the the night fades off, and the next day begins, and you get all of your stuff and prepare for your journey, as you're traveling and following the compass, Nico, eventually you get to a point where you're exiting a big wooded area, and there's uh and it's kind of cloudy overhead as you're entering this big large plains, and the digivice's arrow stops and starts spinning in circles as if you're already on top of whatever you're looking for.
Can I
Gonna dig.
before we move on with the story, can I roll for sword?
Oh yes, Jeremy, absolutely. You will get boost because Bambimon's helping you. What stat do you think would help
And I have
here?
Wisdom of the Wild.
You're right. You're
Huh?
right. Double boost.
Wow. Yeah, what is that? Is that spirit? It's
I
not
think-
logic.
I think it's spirit. I think
It's
spirit
definitely
feels like
not
it.
logic.
No chance logic.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
it could
okay.
be, but not this.
I could argue
I mean-
reflex because you're running around looking for it.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you wanted to argue my lowest stat, you could.
But you're already double boosting it, so you only need to get like
Twos or
A
higher.
two.
yeah, 2s or higher. Like,
But I can only roll 2 die. Okay.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, spirit.
Spirit,
sounds
yeah.
good.
No reflex,
forgot
right?
I
No,
forgot
no,
reflex
use
was your-
whichever one you
your
think is better.
lowest
It's
stat.
fine.
Oh, yes.
No, we're just bullying you. You spirit.
Okay. Okay. So a 2 and higher is a success now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, double boosted.
So that's 3 successes, 1 6.
3 successes, one of them's a 6. Fantastic. You find one of those sticks that is actively sword shaped, it's got a hilt and everything. It's the perfect
Hell
stick.
yeah.
Nice.
Dope.
If you
This is
do
level 4 at least.
This is level 4, 100%. You know
Thank you,
what?
Bamamon.
As an item in your stuff and things, level 4 stick, it gives you an extra point of
Yes.
damage if you smack someone with it.
Hell yeah. Thank
Plus 1
you.
damage,
Okay.
plus 1.
We can move on
plus
with the
1
story now.
This is the +1
I've
sword.
done my silly bit. And we can play now.
level.
Perfect.
Plus 1 level 4.
We can play now.
sword.
I'm done. It's good.
So yeah, so currently a digivice is circling and it seems confused.
I mean, is that it? Like anything that looks like it could, like not like a cliff, but like a ledge that looks like maybe there's an entrance to something over the hill, or are we just gonna have to start
Clever.
digging?
You look around, see if there's a cliff or something like that. There's no cliff, but because you're taking the time to look for this kind of stuff, you realize that it's been really cloudy on this specific spot for a bit too long, and you look up, and there's this
Oh,
gigantic floating island just hovering in the sky, with a bunch of smaller rocks kind of orbiting around it. Essentially, you got a sky island up here.
no
oh
one
my
ever
god,
thinks
it's
to look up.
Zelda.
I mean, you're almost at the Master Sword with that level 4 sword. Like,
I'm Link. Oh my god.
just saying.
Spencer needs to lie down. Spencer lie down on the ground for a minute.
Of course. You lie down, soaking up
Titan-
everything, and stare
Titan
up at the
just
island.
looking up.
Like, how are we gonna get up there?
I look at Nyamon.
Nyamon, is oh, that's quite a distance, even for me. But, and she starts stretching. She does a couple of proper stretches for this and everything. And it's okay, everyone, huddle together.
Lucy is trying to make sure that Chisamon is not disturbed if it's still asleep or whatever, and she's just trying to like protect the baby.
Yeah, you're holding Chisamon. Chisamon seems slightly bigger than usual. He seems to grow really rapidly and is currently taking a nap and talking in his sleep. Is there like, more
Oh.
burgers?
The hungry little guy.
Careful, the fish might eat your buns you have left.
No.
Oh, they're protected in my backpack, and if I'm sorry, Lucy, but if I find any of them in my backpack eating my buns, it's on site.
Come here,
Lucy
Spark.
just-
Come here.
Lucy just protectively clutches her jellyfish friend, and it's just like,
That's fine. Just keep them out of my backpack. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
That's-
everybody hold hands. We're gonna try this.
All right, Naimon's trying some big
Um,
magic here. You can either roll me a range test,
jellyfish.
or if you want to just automatically succeed, you can take
can
up a bond
spend-
strain as Naimon is pushing yourself here.
Go on, be the first one of us to do bond strain. I dare you.
I'll do it.
Awesome.
I dare you.
I
I'll do
dare
it.
you. I double dare you.
So this like cloud of like darkness, there's like water and sparking electricity and like black lightning all around you guys as Naimon channels his power, and then suddenly your entire environment shifts, the dark bubble disappears, and you are hovering just like a few like feet in the air in a completely different environment. You seem to have teleported up there as you all just kind of fall together.
oh, my stomach, that didn't
I think I'm getting
Oh.
used to it now.
feel a little
No.
Again,
queasy.
again.
No.
Maybe later.
Let's not
I feel-
tempt fate.
Okay.
I feel a little queasy.
Yeah, that happens.
If you're gonna
the
throw
first
up,
couple
throw up
times.
over the side of the island.
But just put your
No.
head over it. Don't like actually.
Yeah,
lean.
don't actually lean over it. Yeah, like don't.
I think I'm okay.
The teleport was enough.
Did
Thanks for
Bambi
keeping
Mom
us-
manage to
Riding
stay
their bike
standing up,
around.
or did he fall over?
There's no way Bammon's standing up. Like Bamon is like upside
Everyone's
down.
just on their head.
That little guy, he fell over the second we landed. Like, you have feathers, you have wings. What do you mean? Why aren't you
listen,
more aerodynamic?
listen. It's because
Nico,
I'm
I
like
think,
so
like-
buff and strong that weighs down my whole
Right.
body mass. You know, you get it.
Also, Nico, he looks like one of the feathered dinosaurs that's more meant for gliding than they are for actually flying.
Yeah. He gets it.
Don't give him an excuse.
I thought you had the knowledge about dinosaurs, so you would know their makeup and build, but it looks like I'm proving you wrong.
Well, hey now, he's not a real dinosaur. He's a Digimon.
He's a
Digimon
real-
could be
he's
different.
He's a real dinosaur.
He's a real dinosaur.
Lucy reaches over to Bambimon and
What are we, Barney and friends? What are you saying?
Lucy
Your
uses Bamon.
muffs, Bambimon,
Kind-
like
Of course.
Kaiden just gets close to Nico. I'm just like, he's a real dinosaur the way that Spark's a real dog.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, maybe we got to make a code for those kind of
Boost-
things because I'm not
Boost
gonna
his
get.
confidence.
Lucy is whispering in Bambimon's ear, like, sorry about that, Mom and Dad are fighting. And then just like earmuffs.
Hey, which one of us is which? I feel like Kaiden, you're the mom.
I'll take that. My mom's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't. You can't tell what Lucy actually said to, or like the sidebar Bambimon. Just like they can't
I
hear
just
us.
I imagine Nyamon's just standing there, just looking at all of us, like really.
Like, she's done so much, and when none of us are being appreciative
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Lucy just holds up a hand to Nyamon afterwards, just like.
Naiwan very slowly high fives you, like, thank you. Someone who understands.
Nymon, you did great.
Everyone's
Aw.
nicer to my Digimon than I am.
Maybe if you were nicer, he'd do better.
Maybe if he does better, it'd be nicer.
Wow.
You hear
I thought I was the mean one.
you hear Spark
Um,
bark And as now you've caught your attention, as you see looking around you, you're in like, how do I even describe this place? So this looks like a, you know, when you think of generic fantasy land, medieval fantasy, your average D&D town kind of thing, where you know that that's not actually how any of these towns look like. Everything's too big and too colorful and too bright. Well, maybe not too colorful, surprisingly colorful, but you know what I mean. It's that kind of fantasy vibe and stuff like that. But also on like a bunch of like the buildings that are there are like big flashy neon lights. There is a there's what look like a payphone somewhere in the distance. You see like a couple of like must be Digimon that look like witches are walking past, and they have like a Walkman and headphones as they're going by. It's just kind of weird.
Uh, hey,
They had
Dee
headphones on.
Dee. Oh. I'm so Lucy is gonna look at her like digi tool or whatever, and she's gonna like start pushing the buttons. And I was looking at the rules, and I understand that the Annie tool has a map option, so she's just going through the different buttons, and it's just like she stops at one option, and then she takes a look around, and she tries to like look at her digi tool, and she's just like, that's interesting. What does she see when she's looking at the map feature of the digi tool?
Yeah, what do you see? Where is it listed? Here we go.
Is it like a
Mhm.
holographic pop-up? Is it like a 2D on screen?
What do you think it looks like? You tell me.
I think that it's like the digitool is on her hand, and it pops up like a holographic, like
Perfect.
it's flat though. It's flat, and it has all the information and like directions, but it pops up from the digivice as a flat, like holographic map. And she's
Perfect.
looking
yeah.
at this. Yeah, and she's looking at this, and she says, "Oh, hey, guys, the digitool has a map option. I just kind of randomly found it." And she tries to gain more information about their location through the map.
Perfect. So, from the DigiTools map that you see it doesn't. It seems that the information's a little basic, but it tells you like a couple of names and shows you the general areas, that 3D hologram model thing. Uh, as it says to you, "Welcome to New Witch Only." And you see this whole layout of this like relatively like medium-sized weird fancy town, and over in the distance a little further like north, I guess, from where you guys are at, there's like a large castle looking thing. And if you like kind of like peer and squint over, it's not like it's super tall. It's more the castle's wide, so you can see just over the tops of like some of the roofs and stuff. There's like some towers and stuff in the distance.
Wow. I am
Wow.
really feeling short right now.
You are short, but that's fine.
Yeah. We don't hold it against you.
She's like 5'2". She's tiny.
I-
She's...
Before we go forward to that, I think I don't know if I did this, but Kaiden wants to scan the egg
Oh yeah.
that he got when he touched the crest to the
Oh
digivice.
yeah.
That's
Hey, what's
right.
that?
Something it's a thing that happened when I touched this, and he brings the crest out again to the digivice. It kind of came out. I'm gonna see what the digivice tells me on it.
As the digivice kind of tries to scan the egg for a bit, it kind of gives you, there's like a whole bunch of text that pops up, and it's all in digicode, is in a language you do not recognize, which is annoying, but it does tell you some of it, as it's there, and it's like, This is the Digi Egg of Kindness, if I'm remembering correctly. Double check that. No, it's
Courage,
love.
right?
No, the
Yeah,
courage.
love.
No,
You do
love.
have the
Oh.
courage crest, but none of y'all have the courage symbol yourself. So
Yeah,
no
yeah,
egg from that.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. That was confusing.
No problem.
Sorry.
No problem. Yes, so they're like, this is the Digi Egg of love. You can use this to access armor forms.
I look at Naimon. Armor forms?
Naimon looks and like she does like a really small smirk. I was like, that sounds cool, right?
That sounds badass.
The most badass.
Next fight. I'm gonna try it.
Looking forward to it. And Badmon's like, whoa, Yaki looking forward to a fight? Hold on. Pause. Chill.
Yep.
I like-
Yeah. No, this is natural for him. Don't worry. This
Look.
is just
Why
Look,
does he like this?
Kaiden's
having
default.
me being the first, I'm holding the egg to my
Right?
face. me being the first one with this makes me the main character.
I mean, you have the main character anime hair, so
Lucy crosses her arms like she's taken very great offense to Kaiden's comment. And just
There's a
glares
main
at
male
him.
character and a main female character in every anime. You're the first one to digivolve.
Yeah.
Chisamon
So
also folds up their tendrils. And it's like, so clearly, we're the main characters.
want to
Lucy just
fight
has-
about it?
don't fight, please.
Lucy just looks at Kaiden and says, "Wouldn't," and she stomps off and walks away.
Naimon's like, it's okay, Kaiden, we'll get him
You
next time.
can't tell me what to do. I'm the older.
Nico
one.
just turns to Spencer really quietly and is like, please don't ever be like him. Please.
Spencer was literally like 2 steps back, just playing with the sword
Oh, wasn't
stick
even paying
with
attention.
Spark. Zero attention. Didn't
Good.
hear any of that. So you turn around, you just see us fighting with each other,
Yes,
Good.
rolling
good.
around.
perfect.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. You know.
You want to
Kind-
play too, Nico? You want to ride my
Sure.
bike?
What do you? I feel like the bike's too small for me, Spencer.
Oh yeah, yeah, probably.
No, just a little bit.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
You want to hold my
I
sword?
don't. I'm good. No, it's yours. You found it. It's your sword.
I think
Okay.
as I'm walking forward, I find like a whole like branch that fell off, and I'm like, Spencer, level
Wow.
10.
Level 10 spear.
Yeah, it's
Let's
mine.
go.
It's a little too long for you, kiddo.
Okay.
It's
I
taller
get on my
than
bike and ride
Spencer.
away.
Zoom,
Shh. Zoom off.
zoom off.
There are so many times Nico just stares into the middle ground like, why is this their life?
We're best friends. You
Lucy,
can't be mad at me.
And that's why I question why this is my life. Did I do
I-
something in a previous
I-
life?
I love that. I love that they're all so close that, like, you know, Lucy could just walk up to Kaiden and be like, "You won't,"
Mhm.
and then Kaiden's just like, "You can't be mad at me because we're best friends." Like, I love this dynamic.
It's
Yeah.
so cute. So, Lucy and Spencer, as you're the ones who have gone ahead first, as you're kind of like wandering and exploring the rest of like this like town, there's like even there's like this place is just a D&D town, yo. Like you are walking by and there's like someone that might as well just be like an orc or a troll or something. There's some huge dude with like a big like bone club over his shoulder.
I point my digi tool at them to scan, like, what is the thing? Because I have my digi tool out and I've been trying to figure out what it does, right? So I want to do the scanner. So it will, if it's a Digimon, it will give me the classification as well as the stage and species name.
Yes, perfect. As your scanner kind of goes off, it reads as Ogremon, Super Stage, Nightmare Soldier.
Yes. And then
That
she
sounds
just
badass.
keeps walking.
You keep walking, the Ogremon sees you go by and acts like waves you like, hello.
Aw,
Hi.
There's like
how
so
friendly
much.
of
Well,
him.
we all know
I
what
think
Spencer's going to do.
well,
Of
I was gonna
course.
say
Ah,
Kaiden's walking up and being like, "You're badass. My name's Kaiden. Who are you?"
Okay.
Yes! Yes!
This friendly Ogremon is a little overwhelmed as this mob of kids show up and it's like, oh, hello, my name's Ogremon. How can I help you? Welcome to Witchelney. It's a lovely town over here. It's very nice. People are a bit small, so getting through houses is a bit difficult for me, but it's fine.
Huh.
You're
If you
you're
can't,
really badass.
if you can't
Why,
get
thank
into a
you.
house,
I
where do
trained
you
every
live?
single day, forever. But yes,
If you can't fit into a house, where do you live?
I mean, I can fit into some houses, but you know, like, and he like knocks on like a door that's nearby. It's like a really, the door is regular size, and he can just barely squeeze through. And he's like, it's inconvenient, very, very inconvenient. I think this is not
Kaiden
designed
kind of
for.
like puffs up a little bit and is like, "I understand."
Looks Ogremon looking at this teenager and being like, "Yeah, you look bigger than the others. I think, yeah, checks out."
Couldn't be
No,
me.
it's just so
Can't
there's
have-
so much power in our bodies. It's hard to contain it.
I know, and you have to always be careful because the world is made of cardboard and everything is soft and squishy
Yeah.
and breakable.
Exactly.
You
But
restrain
also
us.
sometimes
That
it's
is
really
really
fun to let go and just break things.
Oh yes, absolutely. There are
Lucy.
those eternal rivals who deserve extreme violence because we get better
Lucy?
and learn more about each other.
Backs away. Just like.
This guy is scary intense, actually.
Kaiden
Yeah,
just
Spencer
kind
just
of
has stars in their eyes, just like the star pupils. Like,
Kaiden is looking at Naimon like, "Do I ask the question?"
Don't fight him. Don't try to fight him.
Naimon
No.
he outwardly says, "No, we have a mission," but you see there's that menacing aura around her because she also wants to fight him.
I look at Ogremon. I'm like, "Do you want to be our rival?"
He gets
Oh.
so excited, and it's like, "Oh, he can have more than one rival. The possibilities are endless."
I punched a Jackamon in the face.
Amazing! Once I tossed a Seedramon across a lake.
I also punched a Dobermon in the face.
Oh, they're nasty fellows, those ones. Excellent fighters, very quick. And they just kind of go on talking about all his stories about stuff he's fought as well. Before at some point he remembers,
Just
wait, hold on.
sharing war stories in the corner, like, okay.
Lucy takes a look around and because she's been trying to kind of get a lay of the land,
Mhm.
and as they are bro bonding? I don't know what they're doing there.
Something.
She is carefully backing away and she's just like, yeah, that's too much for me. And it's been a couple of days, right? Because we've been
Yeah.
traveling and camping and stuff.
Mhm.
So Lucy is going to look at the map on her digi tool and try to find a place with food, probably. Like she's trying to get situated.
Perfect, perfect. The two
Oh.
closest places are that you kind of look, and there's like a kind of like inn, cafe, tavern, I suppose. And the second is you're relatively close to the castle itself, if they let you in, of course.
Whoa.
I
Lucy
feel like
has
as
like
if
a
on time with
moment.
your thought, Kaiden's stomach growls.
Lucy hears that, and it's almost as
It's audible.
terrifying as almost as terrifying as Kaiden fighting, and then she's just like, goes for not the castle, but like the nearest food related
Perfect.
location.
Perfect.
It just says over her shoulder. She just says, "Gonna go look for some food."
I think as you say that, Kaiden kind of like gets out of like the like whole like bro bonding thing with
Mhm.
Ogremon. His hand goes behind his head and he gets like that anime smile and is like, "Oh yeah, I probably should eat. I haven't eaten in a little while."
Ogremon is like, yes, you must eat to have a healthy and strong body. And he kind of like takes
Once
out
I
like, a
eat,
piece
we're
of-
arm wrestling.
Absolutely. And he takes out like a piece of paper and like scrawls a little map of where his place is, and says, "If I'm not at either the gym over here or having a meal at this inn over there, I live right over here," and passes it to you.
I knew this
Ah.
man was a gym bro.
Rudimentary map, perfect for me. Kaiden folds it up and puts it in one of his many pockets.
Perfect. He kind of waves off excitedly as you kind
I
of
high five him.
You high five him. Strong. This dude is strong. Even for you, you feel like, yeah, this man's jacked.
Yeah, when he's far away, I look at Nico and go, "I'm not winning that arm wrestling."
Have you seen the size of his arms? In what universe were you ever going to win that?
Look, we've been isekai. I punched things in the face that shouldn't be able to be punched in the face.
But there's a limit to that, I feel.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, just
Bambimon-
think of how many anime protagonists broke the limit and kept going forward. I can
Bambimon
break the
says-
limit.
Bambimon adds, "The only limit we have is the limits we set for ourselves."
Boom.
Don't
See,
encourage this behavior.
Bambimon understands.
Don't encourage this
Lucy-
behavior.
Lucy
I will, because I
looks-
know it annoys you.
Lucy looks over at her shoulder where she plays. She plays Chisamon and is just like, I'm gonna figure this out. she just quietly says, "I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure your whole situation out, buddy."
Someone
And,
is like, "Yeah, I'm sure you will. I trust you, and you've been keeping me safe this whole time. Then I'll be bigger and keep you safe too."
Just as Kaiden is walking away, Spencer will go up to Ogremon and be like, "Do you like my sword?"
Ogremon's like, "Whoa, a fine weapon!" As he takes his huge club and sets it on the ground, like, "I remember my
Wow.
first weapon. Oh, you like this one? I still have my old one lying around somewhere. Maybe I can find it."
Whoa. What level is this one?
He looks confused for a moment, thinking about what level, and he's like, "This must be level 10!"
At least.
oh, wow.
Okay,
I'd say
thank you.
15.
So as you kind of all
Bye,
like,
Ogremon.
as you all like leave and Ogremon waves you off, and you kind of enter into this tavern, and you enter into this place, and it's loud, and there's someone playing music. Should have made the card for this guy. There's someone like playing music over at the end somewhere, and it's like, even looking at these dudes are weird. Like, there's like so there's like a wizard-looking person, like a Final Fantasy like dark magician, where you can't even see their face, who's playing on a lyre. Next to him is a Digimon that looks like it's just a living speaker. Like, it's a big speaker with like a beetle
Immediate-
horn, and it's blasting music.
Immediately, Lucy points the digivice at the speaker.
You point at this speaker Digimon, and you get Ballistamon Super Stage, Machine Empire.
I'm scanning the wizard one.
And you scan the
That's-
Wizardmon,
that-
and it says Bardicmon. Wait, what stage is Bardicmon? Bardicmon Super Stage, Nightmare Soldier.
Oh. Why does
A lot of people
everything-
here are super stage.
Uh,
A lot of
Lucy
things
looks
here are
over at
super
Kaiden-
stage.
Lucy looks over at Kaiden and says, "Why does everything sound so threatening here?"
Because we're
Isn't it
meant
so
to
cool?
fight.
You hear from like a
You
bartender, like, yeah, it's been like this for a while. And you see this, it looks a lot like Ogremon, but much smaller, as you see this little goblin looking dude. Who's currently doing the whole wiping down a single glass for no reason.
um
Hi, I'm Spencer. Who are you?
Name's Goblimon. Been here for a while. A lot of new guys over here, though.
Well,
They're a little weird.
yeah? Where did they come from?
Goblimon kind of like winces a little bit and kind of looks around and makes sure no one's paying too close attention to him. It's like, you see, that's the thing. This place used to have like a couple people who had lived here and there, right? And then a bunch of those, what do they call themselves? Those weird angel army looking dudes, the Yigs, Yggdrasil forces. They showed up and were like, ah, yes, for the glory of our glamorous leader, we shall take this place, and kind of set up a little settlement.
Oh.
It's great for business, but not so great for, all of us old folk. Had to move out of my old cave.
wait,
Oh.
why?
That's not nice.
Gabumon kind of explains that this place, you see, this whole island used to be, it is a massive repository of this weird ore, which you can mine to make chrome digizoid and stuff like that. Real rare stuff, pretty darn good for making like metal, machines, weapons, armor, whatever you need. The guys here showed up, hired a bunch of the small folks who live here to kind of make sure everything runs smoothly in their mine operations. And it's like, it's good work, it's fine, but mine on that scale ain't exactly good for everything else, right? My old home got polluted, so I gotta move into the city. Rent's higher here, sucks.
As they're explaining, I think Kaiden's hands clutch onto the other side of the bar and he leans forward. It sounds like you need us to fight someone for you.
Goblimon
Lucy?
looks. Oh yeah.
Lucy glares at Kaiden like, not everything is a fight.
It's been the theme so far.
Spencer's just nodding like,
This
like
is
a fool.
this is a new episode. There's gonna be a fight for the new episode. That's how it works in animes, right? There's
I
a
feel
fight
like
in
the
every
real enemy
episode.
here is capitalism, and you can't fight capitalism.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Not with your fists.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You
Uh-huh.
can with a level 4 sword.
And a level 10 spear.
Yeah.
Lucy looks
Nico.
Lucy looks like
The sass
is
from this
just like-
child. Oh my god.
I feel like
Lucy-
it's almost like Nico's like, oh no, he's rubbing off on them.
Alright, so Lucy also did something else. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
Lucy is just like, she is like, oh my god, I don't know these people, and she just is like, she's busy fussing around with her digi tool, but she's also looking at the bartender, and she says, so what my friend is trying to say is that we would be willing to help with any problems you have in your neighborhood. And she's kind of mindlessly scanning all of the DigiTool options while she's trying to figure some stuff out.
Mhm.
But she's like half in the conversation, but she's also trying to figure out, like, how does this digivice make my Digimon get bigger? And she's like,
Ooh, in fact, this is perfect. So, as you're like saying this and also like fiddling with your digivice, so the first thing is the guy responds like, don't worry about us too bad. I'm sure we'll manage. Feels a little more difficult to try and deal with an entire occupying army, I guess. But while he says that, you see. Do I use this guy? Yeah, I use this guy. You hear like seated like at like the kind of bar stool somewhere, being mysterious. A small figure that's cloaked in like a cloak is there, like, I tell you
Okay,
what we
wait,
need.
hold on.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Small figure. Do I recognize this guy?
You do not.
It's not fairy size. Okay,
Not
it's not
fairy
fairy
sized.
size, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, your nemesis.
Your rival. But no, this
Okay.
person, it looks like they're wearing like armor, but like their cloak is kind of over it, so it's kind of covering it a little bit. As they're like, tell you what this town means. He needs to get rid of that damn dragon.
Dragon.
I
Dragon?
imagine all
Dragon?
of the chosen children just look towards this guy at the same time, and we all just like turn.
It's just stars in Spencer and Kaiden's eyes. Dragon?
Honestly,
What dragon?
I would say Nico's also interested. The dragon?
How big is the dragon? What
What
color is the
level
dragon?
is the dragon?
Where is the dragon? Does the dragon fly? What's the dragon's name?
What element is the dragon?
Does the
Dragon.
dragon
Come-
show up on the? Does the dragon show up on the map?
The dragon
How
does
big
not-
is this dragon?
Is this dragon a landmark?
Is it a landmark?
How
Is this
fast can
dragon
we
a
go fight
tourist
the dragon?
trap?
Gobmon rolls his eyes like, here he goes again. As this dude like turns to look at you guys, and like you can see that they're wearing like a helmet, and there's just like a glow of like yellow eyes, or a single yellow eye to the side underneath it, as they look at you and say, "The dragon is massive, easily the size of sitting a building or two, with the force of a hurricane behind its wings." Perhaps this town is far from perfect, but as long as that dragon rains havoc down upon us, there can be no true peace.
Spencer is vibrating.
Kaiden, I know you're really excited. Hold it in. Hold it in. Take a deep breath.
I can punch a dragon in the face.
You know, I agree with you, but hold it in right now.
Where is it? Where's the dragon? Point in a direction, please.
The dragon makes its roost behind a waterfall in Everclear Lake. All attempts to try and subdue it have failed so far. Only the brave and the foolish would attempt it, but those are often the same thing.
I checked my map on the digivice to see where Everclear Lake is.
You can see it as Everclear Lake. It's kind of further to the east. I need to get back to Lucy as well.
Is it
because
on this Sky Island or is it like on
it
the
is
ground?
it is on the Sky Island.
Okay.
Lucy, as you can
Catch up later, nerds, and I'm
running.
rolling out my skateboard out the front door.
We need to eat first. We need to eat. You're literally hungry. We all heard it.
Naimon, right
What?
left. It looks like.
I think
Nico
you
is
hear
like,
from the wheels as I stop, and I'm like,
food is important, Kaiden.
You
Eat
can't
your
fight
veggies.
on an empty stomach.
Kaiden, we can build a really big burger again. We can order 7 burgers and make one big burger out of 7 burgers.
What he said.
are these buns
Lisa.
collectible? Also, I only did that because the buns are collectible, but I would do it again.
Yeah, the buns. Hey. Go. Is the buns collectible here?
Goblimon like scratches his forehead, like, you're one of those, huh? As long as you order something from here, then we can bring in some takeout from one of the Bergamons.
Oh, you don't have
I'll-
burgers here? What kind of food do you have here?
We
Can
do
we
have
stack
burgers, and they're a lot better than anything you can get from a Bergamon chain. But we don't do that whole
I hate-
stamping.
I hate to say it. I don't know if you can do something better than something that's named after the thing it makes.
Yeah.
Goblimon
It's a
grumbles
A
fair
under
bit
his breath.
egotistical, to be honest.
He grumbles on his breath like, I can if I try. Kind of.
I believe you could make a pretty good burger.
Like, does that count as cultural appropriation?
But like, ooh,
Lucy says, I will order something from the menu here, and if my friends are inclined to get burgers outsourced from elsewhere, it's their prerogative. And she's like, So can I check out a menu or something? And she like talks
The-
up the
Yeah.
bartender.
This dude kind of like brings out a menu, and you kind of like, you can all see it at this point. Apart from just standard food, where is it? I'm looking for something very specific, and I cannot find it, and it's bothering me because I need it right now. Item bag? Is it under the
Oh
item
wait,
bag?
didn't we get food from the Burgermons when we left?
You did get
We
some
did,
food
but I'm
from the
assuming
burger.
we've probably eaten it by now. It has been a couple
Yeah,
of
it's been
days.
like a couple days.
Yeah, at this point, you've probably eaten it for the sake
I don't think
of...
any of us are rationing in any way, shape, or form.
My mom
But-
did put a lot of
I, don't
food
know,
in
I
my
feel
backpack.
like Kaiden would because he feels like he's in an anime
Ooh.
or like in some kind of like fantasy game that he has played with Nico. And he's
Yeah.
like, you guys are eating, and he's like, no, you have to save some of it. We're gonna run out, and then we're gonna be upset, and we're gonna be mad at each other because we ran out of food.
Lucy grumbles and says, "Ah, I hate it when he gets genre savvy."
Look, you know how many times I'm gonna name and age myself at this moment.
Yeah.
You know how many times we've died in RuneScape because we didn't save our food and we didn't have anything to bring our health back? Right, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're rationing our food.
So,
Okay, it's a flashback to them like
That's a
camping out
flashback.
and
Yeah.
Yes.
and Kaiden lecturing us.
Yeah.
so on the
Gonna get
menu.
real mad as the rest of us just eat all of our food.
So,
Yeah.
first of all the stuff that you've still rationed, you currently have a, or at least the ingredients to make a Go Big Burger. It's single use. Hold on, I'll paste it into the Discord as well. But it basically bumps up your current and max HP temporarily by 5. You still got that because we're rationing.
Whoa.
From here, you can obviously just get food, but you have enough to, you can kind of select 2 items of the ones I'm going to copy and paste in the Discord right now. My laptop's being weird and it's not letting me do
I
the
mean,
thing
I
properly.
literally bought our food with hugs last time, so
So,
You did. You got us the hug discount.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, and
No.
teaching them how to roll down the hill
Yeah.
And first
Right.
aid.
as fast as possible.
Yeah. Crest of Love really got it, you know.
I had nothing to offer in that situation.
Except
many-
yelling
That's
at your
okay,
own
nothing.
Nico. Your
Digimon.
presence is enough.
Presence is enough.
Nico has to like look away.
Oh, he will. Good lord.
Ooh.
Is this the menu?
This is the menu. There's a hunk of meat root. When given to Beast Digimon, it'll improve relations and make it easy to deal with them. You can get another Go Big Burger, with, take out there. You can get a power up pizza, which increases your damage score temporarily, or you can get a
I want
speedy
2
sub-
power-up pizzas.
Wait, how much ingredients do we have?
You have enough ingredients to make a single Go Big Burger, currently. So.
Oh. Okay.
But we can just get food at this tavern, right?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
just stock up.
Yeah.
Do we have anything to barter with?
Hugs.
Okay.
I
I feel like that's gonna stop
Spencer-
working at some point.
Goblinmon
I'm
like
just
looks
saying.
like quizzically at you all like, hugs ain't gonna cut it here, kid. Normally I'd use you don't have any
You've
cash
never
on
been
you,
hugged
do you?
by me.
It looks even more quizzically like
Lucy pulls out.
You know
I
you
can't-
want to.
I kind of just like, as he's like thinking, I'm just like, I hold up the crest of love. Never been hugged by me.
Make. What type is your
Lucy?
Digimon again? Like classification.
What?
What class is Naimon? Just up for curious.
Fairy.
Fairy. Perfect.
Lucy,
Uh
Lucy looks at this like if there was a voiceover of her internal monologue, the thought is just, since when has Kaiden been a hugger? Just like
Flashes back to me hugging her.
The night
No.
before.
Yeah.
kind of
The
you
real
can
quick flashback.
the real quick flashback. You can make a
Look,
spirit
in her
test.
defense,
Oh yeah,
in her defense, she just thinks kind of wants to punch everyone else. She thinks that the hugging is very like not for
Special.
everyone. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, so when he's offering hugs to random strangers, she's like, "What?"
If it gets us free stuff, it's playing the system.
Yeah, I
That's
was
how
gonna say,
you fight
Kaiden became a
capitalism.
hug person once he realized that it got him free food.
Yeah.
With boost, I think I said
He's that
Godmon is
shameless.
I think I said Godmon is a nightmare before, but that is incorrect after double checking.
can
It's
I-
class. Oh yeah.
Can I use can I use my type feature hate is always foolish to maybe like help convince the Gabumon and support Kaiden, but also
Absolutely.
I want to be like, oh hey, I can do first aid if you need like a medic.
Ooh,
So
that's
that's-
great. Okay, perfect. So with that, as a Godmon concerned that, oh yeah, there was a couple people that got pretty beat up from like the oh man, this is what's gonna happen. Okay. So normally I'd ask you Kaiden to roll and you'd get a boost because both Nyamon and Gabumon are fairy types. You'd get another boost from Hate is Always Foolish. And another boost because first aid is something they actually need here. And I think that's just an auto success, like at that point. There's no such thing as triple boost. Like, that's
And
an auto success.
arguably, so this is in like for just because we talked about this in terms
Mhm.
of XP, I'm technically using my virtue.
Yes, you are
I'm
using your virtue.
also
Both
well,
of you
no.
are, aren't you?
Well, my virtue is friendship. So
Friendship.
I'm I think I am too. Actually,
Yeah, you're
She's trying
using
to-
it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you're
Excuse the
helping
both of
me.
you.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
this Gabumon is there, like, you know what? Yeah, we got some people in the back who are kind of burned up from all the dragon attacks. And while I'm here, whatever, let's see what these hugs really are. As the Gabumon attempts to go for the hug, I guess.
I squeeze him so tight and full of love.
He's just like, oh.
I
It kind of rivals the hug I gave Lucy the night before.
Perfect. Godmon's there like, that wasn't too bad. You see he's tearing up slightly and they're like, whatever, that wasn't shit, but you know, it's
Come
fine.
on, don't lie.
Whatever.
I can tell that he's being like bashful and not
Yes,
being
yes.
honest, right?
Yes, super easily. It's like, fine.
Lucy will go and see who she can help with her first aid.
Easy enough to do. So essentially whilst Godmon's like preparing food and stuff like that, Lucy, you kind of go into the back and see who's kind of injured from all of the dragon's attacks. Basically, there's just an assortment of various different Digimon, which makes it a little bit difficult to tell exactly what you're meant to do, but I imagine you can probably figure out most of it, and you probably like helped out like a stray dog or cat that's been injured before, probably as well. So anything that's really weird, it's like, I know what I'm doing. It's not like the worst, but you see there's a couple people who've got like bandages and are like knocked out. There's a couple people who have some pretty nasty burns. There's like a pretty there's like a puppy. Like you look at it, you think it's a puppy, but then you look harder, it's like maybe it's a cat, and it's just kind of like this weird in-between creature. You're not sure what's going on. And it's just kind of like curled up, kind of not having a great time.
I think she will, in terms of trying to be gentle, she's just gonna say, hi, hello, I heard that there were injured people here. I was sent to help.
They, someone that's like another, like, slightly, like, shorter and slightly more squat Goblimon that's been running around doing stuff. It's like, oh, yeah, great, come over, please. Thank you so much. It's been, I'm not sure why it's been so bad. It's like the attacks have been getting a lot worse and more frequent recently. It never used to be like this. Uh,
Was it actually a dragon, or was it something else that attacked?
it and kind of looking at everyone is like most of these are from the dragon, yes. uh it's got like you can't miss when you see it. It's got like glistening blue scales and is holding up like two weird orbs half the time. it
Oh wow.
it's
Okay.
really beautiful. And it and kind of like this goblin kind of like looks around. It's like, I'm also new here, so I can't verify this, but apparently it didn't used to be like this. Like sometimes a dragon would show up and like mess with things, but never harm anyone really. There used to be a second one, but I'm glad there's only one now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go help. Like, you're not hurt, are you? I'm gonna go
No,
help the.
I'm
I'm gonna
fine.
go
I'm
help the
fine.
injured people, and then we're gonna sit down and I would be very interested in hearing more about what you have to say.
Thank you. Thank you
But
so much.
I'm. And then she leans in and she says, "I know what it's like to be new in an unfamiliar place, and it can be very scary. So, yeah, we'll talk later."
As you kind of go from place to place, kind of for the most part, uh, I'd like you to roll a
It's a
spirits
rank two.
test.
Is it? It's a first aid related.
Yes, it's first aid related, so you can add whatever ranks of that you got.
I have rank 2. Does hate is always foolish count here as going
Yeah.
out of my way to help people?
Yeah, you have very little reason to really be here, and you do that kindness of your heart. I mean, I guess there's the food, but you're probably gonna get food anyway. So,
Okay. I rolled 3 successes with 2 sixes on
whoa,
first aiding.
all right,
Nice.
just enough. I guess more than enough with the sixes. As you're tending to everyone, you like head over to the weird puppy cat, kind of like it seems mostly fine, but like uh it's got like a bunch of scratches that you kind of like disinfect and tend to and stuff. At first it's like just making like weird dog sounds, and then once you finish, uh it like yawns and like nuzzles up against you a little bit. You head over to a couple of the other, like there's a couple other goblin ones that are injured here, and then you get to like a dude that's like in a suit of armor. It's like a really small guy, and now you look in it looks like it's the same type of Digimon as the cloaked guy from before we told you about the dragon, but without the cloak he looks a lot less intimidating, and a little bit silly.
Yeah, and she's helping this guy out, and she just is looking at the armor. Like, how am I supposed to first aid injuries under this armor? I'm good, but not that good. And she's kind of mumbling to herself. Yeah.
This guy looks at you like, oh, don't worry,
Um,
I'm mostly fine. Although I need to like probably like some of my armor self heals, so I'll be okay. But just you got like a way to like cover up the cracks, and kind of like points behind him on like his back, where he can't quite reach properly, and there's like a big gap, like a big cut in the armor. And if you look inside, there's
ooh,
just
that
nothing.
looks.
There's just darkness inside. There's no person inside the suit.
She peeks into the suit like, that look like I have seen things now. And then she just pulls out like some bandages and gauze and just like like patches it up quietly without like saying anything, and it's just
Of
like,
course.
and then like, okay, I think I've got you all patched up back here.
Perfect. And it kind of like gives like a big thumbs up.
I would not recommend getting slashed up again. It's a temporary fix.
Oh, don't worry. If I get smashed up, it's fine because I'm expendable, and everything is fine as long as I can make sure that Lord Sorcerymon is totally fine. So it's okay.
That's really morbid. Also, who is Lord Sorciamon?
Lord Sorcerymon is what's the position again? Mayor? Is mayor right? He likes to think of himself as a dark wizard, but he's a mayor. He lives in a castle. We work and protect him and keep him safe.
Okay. Well,
Did you
be
know?
careful.
Did you know that Sorcerymon's gonna find a way to harness unlimited energy?
No, I'm new, but please go on. And she's like scanning her digivice for her digitool for a way to record information. And she's just like, please continue. And she's doing the thing where she's got the digitool recording exposition.
Recording exposition. We'll cut back to everyone else, and I'll get back to you on all of the information that this very
Okay.
excitable looking guy has. As for everyone
Okay.
else, your food kind of arrives essentially. It's not as nice as in the Bergamon's place, but it's good. It's good. It's good food.
I feel like Spencer and Kaiden are having an eating contest. And Nico's just sitting there like, why is this my life?
Nico's a reluctant judge.
Nice. I ordered a hunk of meat root for Spark, by the way.
Perfect.
He doesn't need to get any of the benefits, but
but he
I did order
loves,
Spark food as well.
He loves
Hell
it.
yeah.
Meatroot is so strange as like it's kind of like shows up and it's like it looks for a moment like like the cartoon meat on a bone kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes.
It looks like that, but then you look at the bone and the bone has the same like feel and texture as like a carrot and it's slightly orange. Like this was grown. This was grown.
So cool. Oh
I
wait,
like
the
that.
effect is specifically for Beast Animal.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Spark loves.
Can he have it?
Yes.
Yay! Sparky! Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, Spencer's definitely having some sort of competition about the food with
Yeah.
Kaiden for sure. I don't know what
And
we're doing, but
it's kind of
It's-
kind of unfair because Kaiden is bigger than you and probably has a bigger
Never
mouth
eat
and
more,
can fit
yeah.
more food. But
That's
I
cool.
feel like you're keeping up with me.
I think more than you thought Spencer would for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of
There's
just kind of like
cramming.
you started and kind of just like, oh shit.
It's like morbid fascination on Nico's side as
Yeah.
well. Like, wow, these two are really packing it away.
There's a small crowd.
I've
that
watched a
all
lot
like-
of eating competitions online.
An impromptu mukbang that Nico's experiencing right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of
we're
stops
done
for a moment.
eating-
And it's like, do you have ranch here?
They have ranch. They
You
have,
have ranch here?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Anything to help it go down better.
They bring a bunch of condiments and like most of them are just like like a regular like glass or plastic bottle. There's no like branding or labeling or whatever, but there is like some ketchup that has like a Guillemon on the front. It's like Guillemon approved.
Oh god.
That's so cute.
That's hysterical.
When we're done eating, Spencer would like to get up, just walk behind the bar. They're not going to ask anyone, they're just going to do it, and they're going to find like a rag or whatever, and they want to start cleaning off tables.
Of course you would. That's what you do. Godman's so confused. Like, what? Huh? Kid, what are you, bro?
Oh, I don't have magic powers like Lucy to heal, and I don't have a Digimon, but I can clean tables. I do it at home all the time.
We all look at Spark again.
So don't question it.
And my mom always tells me that if I have dinner somewhere, I need to help clean up afterwards.
Godman like
Yeah, my mom
puts a
tells me
hand on your
that
shoulder,
too.
like, kid, you are too pure for this world. You are too pure for this world. Don't live here. It's not. Don't live here. It's gonna be terrible for you. I
Don't live
promise.
here.
I think Kaiden takes the plates and busses the table for them because Spencer started cleaning and he's like, shit, my mom told me to clean up too when I eat somewhere.
Who's rubbing off on who now?
Damn, you
Hey, I was you
Neutral.
when I was younger.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was established. I forgot.
Yeah.
Paimon nudges Nika's like, what goody two shoes? You're gonna let them beat you?
I'm not cleaning up.
I also
This is a restaurant. Okay, like this isn't
Oh,
like we're
you're
at
one of
someone's house.
those.
It's not like we're at someone's house. If I was at someone's house, yes, I would be helping. This is a restaurant, so this is a Wendy's. You know, like I'm not helping clean up. Especially because Nico made no mess compared to the eating contest that happened on the other side of the table. So
We made such a
realistically,
mess.
they've not got any mess of their own to clean up.
There's no mess
They're
now. We
maybe
cleaned up.
sweeping. They're sweeping
Yeah.
like the crumbs that managed to get on their side of the table onto a plate, away from like the other mess, and then putting the plate on a stack. Like there you go. That's my job. I'm done.
When Kaiden comes back, he's pointing at your plate, Nico, and it's like, you better eat. You made me stop to come eat. We're not leaving until you eat. Same with
I am.
AC.
I'm eating. I'm eating.
Yeah.
I'm eating.
It looks like you barely took a bite.
What are you, my mother? I'm just going back to eating.
It's about at this point when Lucy probably returned after having listened to more of what this Digimon was talking about and kind of messing your Digivice. Basically, what this very excitable tiny little knight said was that Sorcerymon is the person that was responsible for moving and setting up this town here, essentially. He has been given orders by whoever Sorcerymon's boss is to try and research something specific that knight does not have the clearance for, and to also, do the whole mind exposition for Chrome Digizoid in this area. This little knight looks up to Sorcerymon so much, like so very
fanboy.
much.
Also, checking in on Chisamon. So I read something just now. It says that you could actually use the DigiTool for like storage.
Yes.
And at level 2, you can stuff your Digimon in there.
At level 2 of that specific ability, yes. You can stuff your Digimon in there. Do you wish to try?
Okay, are the Digitools abilities tied to our specific level?
I think they are. I'm like
Okay,
60% sure they're
So-
tied to your level.
I would like to argue that since like basically the entire time they got into town, Lucy's been trying to figure out what her Digitool does. So it's the kind of thing where she pushes a button and somehow Chisamon gets sucked into storage.
Yes.
Can I tell if Chisamon is safe in there? Like, is there a window or something? Is this
You-
like some straight up Tamagotchi vibes now?
You look, and you can still hear Chisamon talking. He's like, "Oh, hi," but like the image of Chisamon is like looks like a
Hey,
Tamagotchi.
hey,
It's, like,
listen.
very pixelated, very
Okay,
tiny.
Hi,
Oh,
buddy.
cute.
I'm gonna keep you in there to make sure you're safe for now. I'm realizing that I'm having a bit of a hard time taking care of you on the outside. So I think you'll be safer in there for now until I figure out how to make you get bigger, okay?
Got it. Ooh, let me look around, and you can see like there's like a little. Now that he's inside there, you see this like little meter, like a little gauge that's kind of been going up slowly and is nearly complete. It looks like.
Can I tell what that meter means? Is it like, is he hungry? Is he...
It looks
Like,
like
it's
a smaller lo-fi version of the meter that popped up once you digivolved. Out of character, it looks like the critical gauge that pops up on stream. But it is it's a digivolution meter basically.
Oh, okay. Would Lucy be like? Anne knows what that means. Would
Yes,
Lucy
but
be
would Lucy know?
aware of what it means?
At
'Cause
this point,
Lucy's
because
just-
you've done digivolved your creature once before, you can probably figure out what it means. Probably.
Okay. And she's like, all right, buddy, I'll check in with you later, okay? Hang tight.
And you rejoin everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically it's like exposition and everything is explained and Lucy's like, oh yeah, the mayor, what's his face? Like I forget what the name is.
Sorcery
Sarsamon.
Sorcerymon?
Sarsamon lives in the castle apparently, in charge of the whole place, and exposition.
So we have to fight the mayor and the dragon.
No, we're not gonna fight the mayor. But the
It
mayor's
sounds like the mayor has a mysterious boss, the same way that the Digimon did.
Yeah.
Are they the same boss, that ultra thingy, the question mark thingy, that I wanted to fight, but it seemed really, really strong?
Bambamon and Nyaemon look at each other. Bambamon's like, bet you $5 the same guy. I bet you your next lunch the same guy. And Nyaemon's like, no, that'd be too obvious. They're making bets.
I look at both of them. We don't bet food. That's a natural resource.
Just so right.
Lucy
I bet you guys 5 hugs that it's the same guy.
What benefit does that give anyone?
It looks like Bambamon needs hugs.
Oh. Is that is that a not so subtle dig?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it is.
Bambamon like heads over to you, Nico.
You should
Right.
you should
"It's
try
okay.
it."
It's okay, Nico. I think you're super cool. But hugs are cool though. Hugs are nice. Sometimes. Cool people don't need hugs that much, but sometimes.
I just don't hug Nyaemon
no.
because the water would ruin my leather jacket. And Nyaemon understands that. But like when I
If you
take
were
my
that determined, you'd take the leather jacket off.
when I take my leather jacket, if you let me talk, Nico. I said when I take the leather jacket off, I hug Nyaemon because I don't care about the rest of my clothes getting wet.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Lucy is just like the anime sweat drop. Like she's just like the entire time.
Like we're best friends, but by God, do we fight?
We fight like siblings.
Yeah.
From your Digivice, Lucy, Chisamon's like, okay, so then it seems like that dragon is like hurting people, so that's probably something we should deal with. But do we also deal with the mayor, or do we just leave them alone?
That's a good question. I don't obviously the mayor has a bigger boss and part of a bigger problem, but I think the problem in front of us right now is shaped like a dragon. A big dragon.
Do we think that they both have one of these? And I hold up the crest.
I mean,
Ooh.
we are hunting those, and my Digivice did lead us here. So there has to be at least one here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You-
mean,
Nico, seeing as you're when you mentioned that your Digivice led you there, and you're probably holding as you meant to say this, and you look at the compass, and it is in fact pointing to the east, in the direction that the map says that waterfall is.
Okay, so the dragon
Oh.
has one. The dragon has
Yeah.
one.
I hold my skateboard up ready to go.
okay.
How
Alright.
useful that's going to be at a waterfall, I don't know.
Oh no, just for getting there.
Okay.
Spencer's on their bike.
Once
Lucy
again,
looks
Spencer's
up-
out the door already.
Well, I think
Lucy-
Kaiden and Spencer inching towards the door.
Lucy, I think Lucy is the last one to get out because she's still really concerned about Chisamon. She has kind of sussed out the meter on Chisamon in the Digi tool.
Mhm.
How full is this meter?
Very close. And Chisamon, like as you're looking at the meter and thinking like it should be any minute now, right? Chisamon says, "Is there any food left?"
I mean, I didn't really eat that much, and she produces like half of. What's in the menu on the menu real quick in the tavern, like the local food?
It's in the Discord.
Oh, is it all of those things?
Yeah,
All of
yeah.
those things as well?
Yep, yep.
Okay, I thought that was just for something specific. Okay, so then Lucy will produce a actually what would be good? Chisamon is a water type. Ooh, that's actually good. Chisamon produces a Chisamon produces for Chisamon, Lucy produces a slice of power up pizza.
Perfect. Perfect.
And she basically like holds it up and says, "Yeah, I got a little something for you, buddy."
As you hold up and your
So-
digivice just kind of.
Oh, I was. Oh. She looks. She's like the pizza just gets sucked into the digitool, and she looks at Chisamon and just says, "Wow, you were really hungry, weren't you, buddy?"
This is what you see. You see the little Chisamon sprite kind of like go up like to eat like once, twice, 3 times, and the whole slice is gone. And your digitool vibrates, and you see a little 8-bit sounds coming from there as Chisamon digivolves back up to Sakanamon.
In the digitool.
In the digitool. Like the whole tool starts vibrating, heating up, and once it calms down, he's Sakanamon again.
Okay.
Lucy, you ate your food too, right?
Yep,
And
totally did.
Kaiden's glaring from close to the door.
Yep, totally did. Don't worry about it. And then she pushes the button to release Sakanamon and says, "Guess who's back?" And releases Sakanamon onto the ground.
Sakanamon like poses glamorously.
Ah, the goldfish is back! Yay!
I'll
bite you.
You wanna go?
No infighting. Not when we're about to go fight a dragon.
They offered it.
Listen, okay, I look, I want everyone to get along, okay? We're not looking for fights.
Can we
Sakanamon.
go?
even
Yes,
Spark
yes.
is
Kaiden-
Yes, Spencer, we can. We can.
Kaiden's
go.
on his skateboard
Yes,
out the
we
door
take
now.
off. I'm going.
And,
I'm gone.
y'all zoom. And all right.
It's been a really long couple of days. I missed you, buddy. And she she walks
I
out the
also
door.
you want to specify Kaiden is carrying his own bag. Nico's no
Yeah.
longer carrying.
I don't have it today. Okay,
Perfect.
that's an
He
important
has,
like-
distinction.
He has like backpack straps on it, so it's just strapped to his back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I also
and
need everyone to
Lucy-
know that Spark is in the little basket on the front of my. Just for your mental
amazing.
image, I felt that was very important to share.
It
It
is
is.
That's
important.
perfect.
It's
Thank
so
you,
vitally
thank you.
important.
Thank you. I agree.
Lucy.
Yes, thank you.
Lucy, so Lucy knows that they're going in the direction of the waterfall, right? So she's just following the map. Like she assumes that she'll catch up with them because she's not running and she's not on transport, so she's probably going to be a bit slower than everyone.
Mhm.
So she's going to take her time to kind of navigate her way.
Perfect. So, as you all kind of travel across, like, as you kind of like leave the town's like kind of inner city, and then make the outskirts, and then make it out into the rest of this place, essentially. For the most part, the Sky Island itself looks beautiful. They are, it's very lush and green, and there's open plains, and there's big tall trees, and it's a chill spot. But like you pass by like a couple of like rivers, and like you see there's like one river where like on the other side of it there's like what looks like some kind of like a factory or a refinery of some sort, and just dumping like waste products into like the river, and that river just looks kind of like green. There's algae kind of growing over it, and it's kind of like keep seeing little spots like this where there's like little refineries or like a quarry, and like all the trees have been removed, and you can tell that the environment is not having a great time out here.
Industrial capitalism, gross.
Maybe the mayor does need to go.
Right?
But
This is how we fight capitalism.
Batman's like saying like, so like, like if we get the mayor and just like chuck him off the island, no one's gonna be mad, right?
Well, I mean, for real poetic justice, we should shove the mayor into these highly toxic rivers.
Oh yeah, you're so right. You're so right.
And then
And
after
that
we
does
do
run the
that,
risk of mutations, and that's not great.
but after we do that, I punch him in the face off of the island.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Captain Planet
After
needed to
Spencer
punch
gets a
more
whack
people.
with his sword.
Captain Planet would love us. Dragons first, then the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I definitely got to punch a dragon in the face.
Yeah, that first. That's more important.
Yeah.
To us
You-
personally.
Yeah.
Sakanamon, who's over by like kind of at this point like wrapped around Lucy's like shoulders, much bigger now, much heavier.
I love this. I love this for us. Look at you. Have you gotten bigger since the last time I saw you? You look good.
I think I might have. I feel like a lot stronger after all of that. I mean, like not like physically stronger, but that too. But like kind of just like I don't know. It was nice to be like babied and pampered a little bit.
I
You're
mean,
really
hey,
squishy.
listen. There's this look of like indignation, like
I mean, like,
Lucy's
physically.
face.
They weren't
Said-
jellyfish.
Sometimes you gotta be soft so that you can give and receive even better hugs.
Yeah.
So true, Misty.
We're on the same
Lucy's
wavelength.
a little bit sensitive, like towards like her Digimon partner because like they've never done anything wrong. Like be nice, use nice words and stuff. But she's also just like doesn't say anything. She's just like fussing over. I'm just like, I gotta take care of you so you can take care of me. That's how this works. We take care of each other.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Also, we gotta take care of them too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we gotta keep each other strong so we can take care of everyone.
And it's at this point where you see kind of ahead of you is this huge, this large lake, this pristine, crystalline looking lake that sparkles with all the sunlight that reflects off of it, and like a cliff that's kind of behind it with a big waterfall that kind of pours into it. And here before the lake, knowing that somewhere behind that waterfall is a dragon, we will take a short 10-minute break, give or take a few minutes, and return to see what occurs.
Boy.
I'm gonna punch a dragon in the face.
Absolutely. We'll see you all soon. Hey, welcome back. We have returned. We are hydrated, rested, and ready for apparently a dragon fight. Casual things.
Let's go.
Lifelong dreams.
I'm gonna punch a dragon in the face.
Gotta punch a dragon in the face. So, give me a second. I'm looking for something specific. Cannot find it. That's cool. That's exactly what I needed right now. Not that one. Anyway, as you kind of make your way, like kind of like walking like past this like lake, like you're even trying like getting to the waterfall involves getting through the lake, so that's gonna be cool. And that's a nice swim. What would y'all like to do?
Well, my Digimon floats.
My
This is true.
Digimon's a fish.
So no problem there.
Spencer canonically loves swimming, so
Even better.
Spencer just changing into his swim trunks.
it's swim trunks. What did I call them? Swim pants?
Yes.
Swim pants.
They're,
Yeah.
they're
It's bug boy swim pants.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
They're swim
we're
pants.
in like summer camp outfits, right?
Yep. And you do have your bags with you, so
I'm
you
not.
probably got like at least some of your bags.
I am not in a summer camp outfit whatsoever. I'm in ripped
Lucy-
skinny jeans
Lucy-
and combat boots.
Yes.
Lucy checks underneath her sundress like, "Huh, I remembered," and she smiles. She is actually wearing her swimsuit underneath her dress.
Perfect.
We've not
Spencer
changed
is
clothes
always
in
wearing
several
summer
days.
camouflage.
Yeah.
You probably need a dip in the lake right now.
We honestly, we probably do need to go in the water. We can
Yeah.
all
Have
use
like
it.
a quick like beach episode sort of just like
Yes, beach montage. Everyone's
Um,
getting into their swimwear.
Oh yeah.
Lucy stuffs her digi tool and everything in her backpack. She probably has like a change of clothes in there, but she stuffs everything in there. She puts it off to the side, like nearby where she can see it.
Mhm.
And then she looks at Sakanamon and says, "Race you there!" And you see Lucy speed in towards the water and then like jump and like cannonball in with
Perfect.
Sakanamon jumping in
Just-
behind her.
Babymon, can you swim?
Barrymon thinks deeply about this. It's like, I don't know. Time to find out.
Oh, don't just
Ni-
jump in.
Wait, Nico, it's okay. Nyamon will be in the water. If anything happens, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Don't
probably...
just throw yourself in. Ease yourself in gently. Let's not have you drowning immediately.
Sakanamon's like probably nearby.
Yeah.
like,
Sakanamon's like
ready to
watching
help.
very closely at everyone, like,
Yeah. Kaiden changes. You see, he's not one of those like guys that like immediately like those 16-year-olds that are like, yeah, I work out, like here, like shows body. No, Kaiden's not that. He has actually like a surf shirt
ooh.
that he wears. Like he is a like defined jock type kid because he's constantly like one, running from people because he's in trouble, and two, he does work out because like Ogremon, he has to be able to win fights. So
Mhm.
like in order to do that, you have to work out and be strong. But like you see, he's kind of a little more like dysphoric about his body a little bit, like covering up parts of it. But also his surf shirt and trunks aren't the opposite of what he wears normally. They're like brighter colors. Like summer is really like the time. Like Nico would know this. Like Kaiden is very much like a season color changing person, except it's black all year round except for during the summer.
I don't love that.
And he jumps in
Spencer's got their.
cannonballs.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Spencer's
I'm
got
done.
their swim trunk on, and then they want to pull like a piece of cloth or something from the backpack. There's probably something in there,
Yeah.
and they want to do that. They want to do that thing that Katara always has in Avatar when they're swimming,
Oh.
where she has the it wrapped around her, her top basically.
Yes.
Spencer wants to do that as well. They want to make the wraparound top because it looks cool,
Of course.
I love
and
that's
then
so
jump in the water.
That's fantastic.
So gender.
That's
Spark
so
kind of
gender. I
like
love that.
runs after you and doing the doggy paddles, having a great time.
Hell yeah.
Bambimon, like Naimon's like also watching them very carefully, like this cannot go well. And Bambimon like starts to like tiptoe towards the water, like tips like a little tiny little claw into the water. It's like it's fine. Then he immediately rushes and like jumps in. So
Nico's just gonna stand on the side and watch to see whether he starts to drown or not.
Nico, you're not gonna come swimming?
Oh, I will, but I'm waiting to see whether there's an emergency situation about to occur first.
so
Diamond and Sakanamon have it covered.
for a
I
moment,
know, but I feel responsible for him.
So for a moment, two things happen. So there's just bubbles in the water for a bit where he dived in. Then he gets up and he's like splashing uncontrollably, like ah! He's in the shallow end.
Sakanamon.
He can still stand up.
Sakanamon.
Stand! Put your feet down! Put your feet down!
I'm shouting! Help me!
Put your feet down!
Sakanamon has a calming aura, so if Sakanamon is close enough, it should be able to
Yes.
help.
As
like,
soon as the
not
Kanamon
panic.
like swims close by, now suddenly he can start paying attention. Like put your feet down, and he puts his feet down. He's like, oh, and stands up.
It's like a foot of water, you're good.
That was excessive. I
Happened
splashed
to me
Nico.
once. Happens to the best of us.
He looks at Nyamon pleadingly like, can I hold your hand, please? I don't think I can swim.
Oh,
I think I'm
My
just gonna
tiny
say
boy.
Nyamon probably like prom poses and allows them to swim in the deeper water.
Oh.
I'm
okay.
I think while Nico's watching this, Kaiden has like quietly swam up near them and just bass a giant wave of water at them.
Of course. Of course.
What? Now they are her swim clothes because they're wet already. Like,
You took
Yeah.
too long.
I mean, like, she'll take like the top layer off. She's just wearing like one of those really like expansive like sports bras, and then like shorts underneath the trousers to be like, okay, well, this is the best we're getting because I was given no choice. I was given no choice. I'm not changing in front of everyone. So
The water is fine. Come join us.
Nigo is really refined in how she gets in the water. It's like a step down into it, and then just like a brisk walk into the deep end.
So
On the way, she kind of like reaches out and puts her hand on Babimon's arm, like, "You good now? Are we okay?"
Bamimon nods, and now that he's not in danger of drowning thanks to Naimon, he seems to actually be having a good time. And just
Good.
very much has never ever swam ever. But
That's on having a bird-like creature as a Digimon. They're not used to the water, bless them.
so you all kind of
I-
collect. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd like to think that because Sakanamon is aquatic, like they are like fully in their element and goofing off. Like they'll do like a water or an aqua splash and like use it to push off of the water and just like float and like showing off, and then just like Lucy is laughing at them. She's like, hey, come on now, that's just showing off. And you know, they're hanging out.
Just the banter
Lucy-
since it has to goof off together.
Yeah, and Lucy probably feels the most chill and like relaxed that she's been since they got to the digital world. Like
Mhm.
she feels a little more relaxed and chill.
So, as you uh, swim across, eventually you make your way to the waterfall itself. And like looking at it up close, this waterfall is huge. And you kind of like swim either through or around it depending on preference. And sure enough, hidden behind it and built into the cliff face itself is this big cave, this large cave that kind of stretches off into the darkness beyond it. Uh, as you kind of like clamber up and get out of the water, Spark does a fantastic wet dog, just shake and get water everywhere.
Spencer does it as well. Shake off.
Kaiden 3.
Babymon
yeah.
4.
Yeah, we just see Diamond just lifting Babymon out of the water.
It's like, I feel like with feathers, his feathers are like clogged with water. It's like you have to like wring them out. Like, okay, squeeze the water out. He tries to do the shaky dog thing, does not work because it's all been absorbed into his underlayer, and it's like,
Yes.
no, you're gonna have to preen yourself to get rid of that. I'm afraid.
Oh,
And then
this
he's like
guy.
fluffy.
Nice.
You know, like
you just
how a
do-
baby bird goes. He's just like,
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sakanamon
Oh, so
looks
cute.
incredibly like refreshed and moisturized. Does like a little pose for a moment as they step out of the
Come
water.
on. Come on, you goofball. And Lucy does the drape around the neck. Like
Perfect.
it's a Sakanamon scarf, basically.
Yes. uh, but as you kind of wander into this cavern, your footsteps kind of like echo slightly everywhere. It's dark enough that it's actively difficult for all of you with your human eyesight to try and actually see anything. Which is, that's cool. Um, where is it? Ah, here that is. I'm just checking something really quick. Before Spark, with his very honed dog senses, immediately perks up and starts growling.
Oh, what's up, Spark?
He does like a lovely like hunting hound kind of point, essentially one paw raised, nose pointed in direction, and kind of hidden there in the shadows. You can't even see what is there at first, uh, until now you've been pointed out. You see like sparkles, just the occasional like light bouncing off of something. What little light exists in this place?
Do our digivices have like a
yeah, they have a
Flashlight?
torch on them.
They have
Yeah.
flashlights, yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna just hold my digivice out to light up the
It is oh yeah, there's a utility mode on it. Um let's see. Um Oh, that's what that does. Let's see. Okay. Um um that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, Lucy is going to take Sakonaman with her, and because of the calming aura, she's just gonna see like the idea is that whatever is or the calming presence, whatever's around her won't immediately attack her. So she's
Mm.
gonna step forward quietly, like not to startle what's there, but she's gonna go where the sparkliness is.
Yeah. I
Clever.
think Kaiden's just like let there be light and puts puts the flashlight setting on the digivice forward.
The
Yeah.
flashlight goes.
Lucy also.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Lucy also has her flashlight on, but she is going to put her finger up and just like to signal that she's gonna go first.
Perfect. So the two of you, with Lucy like slightly ahead with that calming aura all around you, your two flashlights go boop, boop, and light up, and you see above you, or in front of you and above you, because you see there's this enormous blue dragon, and like its wings are kind of like draped up against the walls of the cave, like to the side and slightly over your heads, and it's currently like kind of curled up, and kind of next to it are these two like giant golden orbs. Your digivices point at these things with your flashlight, so they just kind of automatically start scanning as you see Wingdramon, Dragon's Roar, Ultra Stage, vaccine type. Extreme caution is advised.
Like, so Lucy looks at the two orbs that are there, and she hopes that the calming presence is not going to wake the dragon up or alert them to her presence. But she's trying to figure out what the orbs are. Like, if they can, like, what are they for? Like, that's the thing that kind of draws her eye, and she points her digivice, like, not just to get the light, but like to
Mhm, mhm.
scan it specifically to see if she can get any information.
You point and attempt to scan using the digivice. Make a logic test for me, please. The difficulty for this is actually high. I'll say
Okay.
4.
All right. I would like to hold on. Let me see how many bond. Hold on. Bond points. Two. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Um. Okay. I would like to spend 3 bond points for 4 extra dice.
Go for it.
Spicy.
Hmm.
Look, I want this. I need to have this. Hold on. So, wait, what's that? Hold on. Oh, it's 3, not 4. Okay, 3 bond points. Okay, I have 4 left over. Um, 1, 2, 3. I rolled a 3.
3 successes. Very close. So, not quite enough to get everything that you want out of this. But as your digivice kind of scans it, it can tell that it's made out of some kind of ultra refined digizoid. Um, and it tells you that every Wingdramon has uh, orbs similar to this one, but doesn't tell you what it's for, if it contains anything, if it's hollow, or what it even does. Unfortunately,
Okay.
the dragon
She just.
lets out a puff of air as it slowly starts to get roused. It's not quite awake, but it seems it's waking up.
Do I
Yeah.
see a crest like the one we've been seeing anywhere?
Yeah.
You do not. Do you see a crest? You do not. Not at least that you can tell immediately. Your flashlights are
Like, does the
helping, but it's still
arrow
dark.
does the arrow on my digivice, like, is it pointing a specific direction toward, like, part
The-
of the dragon maybe, or area around here?
The arrow is currently spinning. It seems that it is
Okay.
near you somewhere, but it can't get a more accurate
Hmm.
read.
Okay.
Okay.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucy turns around to go back to her friends, very kind of just walking.
As you go
without like
back to your
running or.
friends, try not to make any noise as the dragon starts to slowly wake up and like it lets out a huge yawn. Like it's like silent at first as mouth opens up, and then you just hear, you don't even hear it. You feel just this deep vibration in your bones and the ground all around you from whatever subhuman hearing frequency this thing is yawning at. Basically, it feels bad. Spark is having an even worse time as he can hear it. It's just like ducking and trying to cover his ears.
Pick him up, cover his ears for him.
Nyamon's like,
Mm-mm.
I think we're not gonna be able to hide for much longer, especially with our lights like this. We got a plan?
I have a plan.
Well,
Don't die?
if I remember anything from the games I've played, blue dragons tend to have electricity
Yeah.
attacks.
Lucy
But
just
that
looks
may
at
be bad
Sakonamon.
for us. Yeah.
I have a
Ooh.
plan.
Lucy looks
Yeah,
at
Spark.
Sakonamon
Yeah.
very concerned.
I have a plan.
What's up,
Yeah.
Spencer?
I wanna walk over to Nico and give Spark to Nico.
Okay.
Nico played with Spark recently, so Nico is currently Spark's favorite. And
Now I'm winning. I'm winning the
Spencer
game.
is Spencer's gonna walk up to the dragon and say, "Hi, I'm Spencer. Who are you?" And I want to reach my hand into the pocket of my swim trunks and take out some like dog treats that are now just so nasty because they're wet, and hold them out to the dragon.
Take a point of experience.
Lucy-
It's just-
Can Lucy be behind Spencer, like so the calming aura maybe doesn't
Very good idea.
immediately get Spencer eaten?
Very, very, very good idea. As this dragon looks at your treats and at your little introduction, and seems really confused for a moment, sees the light that's from the flashlight, starts squinting, and sees like all of your Digimon. And it lowers its head and starts growling, very unamused.
Back away.
Lucy speaks up and says, "I'm sorry about my friend. We didn't mean to interrupt your nap." And then calming aura.
Calming
and
aura, calming aura.
And she tries to maybe parlay, like have a conversation with the dragon and see like the vibes.
Delightful, delightful. The dragon, just immediately you can tell very quickly does not like any of y'all. And
Understandable.
its tail is swishing back and forth, slowly getting faster as it's getting more agitated. But you're not attacking it, so it's not attacking you, and
No.
the calming presence is helping a lot.
Hmm.
What do you say?
I
to
would
this
like
dragon?
to. I say I'm sorry about my friend. We didn't mean to interrupt your nap.
It nods its head slowly and gets its head just right up in your face. Just its head alone is like the size of your torso. And it looks just you dead in the eyes. Bambimon, who's next to Nico, is like, "Ooh, ooh." He's asking what's your want? But more rude. Kind of like, who dares disturb my domain?
But you're paraphrasing for us to.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. It's not, it's like,
Okay.
it's not speaking necessarily, but close enough.
Bambimon, can you translate for us?
Bambimon, who is a dragon type, does a salute, and the feathers kind of go outwards this time and smack Nyamon in the face accidentally, and it's like, no problem.
Sorry.
Uh,
I'm so sorry.
Actually, because Bambimon can translate, I think Lucy will kind of offer to like pick him up if it's okay and bring him over for put him on the other shoulder and just be like,
Perfect.
So, buddy, I'm gonna need you to translate because I'm gonna do a little bit of talking here. Thank you. And just like
He is
like
quite big. I don't think you can put him on your shoulder.
He's
I think-
heavy.
oh, for some
He's
reason I
heavy.
imagined him smaller. Okay,
I
and
think,
then
No,
I
he's
put him
he's
next to-
like well, however
put him
tall of I
next
said he
to-
is. He's like
So,
3
like,
feet
fi-
tall.
yeah,
Like
perfect.
he's like a person.
Okay, he's way bigger than Sakanamon. Okay, in that case, I just put him next to me and I go, yeah, help me out here. And then she says, we do not mean to disturb your domain. We are looking for some powerful artifacts and just going to be on our way.
Bambimon like listens and then like translates, and like there's a bunch of like squawks and chirps and the occasional like Jurassic Park dinosaur sound effect mixed in there somehow.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I'm so
And-
proud of him.
And then once he finishes, the dragon blinks once and roars, and in fact all of you make heart tests, spirit tests
Oh,
right
God.
now as it roars at you. It's
Spirit.
terrifying. Yeah.
does
spirit.
this count?
Difficulty's
Does
3.
this count as defying authority?
Uh, I'll say no in this case.
Okay.
Does this
Can
count
I add
as,
tough as nails?
Yes.
Okay.
Does this count as hold on, does this count as calming emotions or going out of my way to help?
You are
Or-
attempting to calm emotions. You're trying to keep everything chill. So I'll say that counts.
Oh, it's still only 3. I'm sad. Okay.
3. All right.
Can I use like I care to play it cool?
Yes.
Thank you. Because spirit is my lowest.
So it doesn't
Oh,
count
where
as
did that one go?
defying authority, but does it count as showing how tough I am resisting this?
If you manage to resist it, then hell yeah, go for it. Add it.
Cool. So with
So-
that, I have 4 successes.
I have 3 successes with 2 6s.
Nice,
1
nice.
5 from mine.
3 from Casey.
Oh
Nico?
god, Taryn, what?
Oh no.
So I can only roll 3 dice.
Oh no.
And I got one success.
Oh, this is fantastic. All right, so this is what happens. This
Okay.
dragon roars at all of you, right? You're not sure what exactly was said that pissed it off so much. Most of you are like mostly fine. The very wind from it roaring kind of like sends you back a bit, but you're like okay. Nico, this is terrifying. This is bullshit. This situation is not okay. Take a harm that is terrified. Just mark that on your sheet as
Taryn, get new
as-
dice. Get new dice. Please. I'm begging you. Get new dice because these dice, it's
All of the dice I've used were rolling 6s and 5s earlier. Okay, like
worked
I don't know
so well with the
what I
coding.
can do. Alright. The
Yeah,
next
I'll
full
put
moon,
all of
I'm
them.
putting
Put them in
all
the
of
moon.
my dice
Put
outside.
it in
I'm
the
putting
moon.
all of them outside. Every
Batman-
single one is going in the full moon.
Batman's
2
trembling.
weeks from now.
Yeah.
Batman's trembling as he looks at you guys like, oh, he didn't like the looking for artifacts thing. He thinks we're with the city, and he got mad about that.
Oh no! It's
I-
totally a
Dragon's horde.
misunderstanding.
It's a
I
mis-
think Kaiden steps up at this point.
Mhm.
I don't. And Nico and Lucy, you guys have known Kaiden for a little bit. That look of wanting to fight is not in his face. And he's
Mhm.
very serious. And he kind of puts a hand on Lucy's shoulder and goes, "This is a situation you have to meet with confidence. We can't be unsure around a predator like this." And
She
takes
nods to
Bambamon.
understand.
And
Mhm.
looks at Rangerdramon and goes, "We are not with the town. This is something external. We're looking for something that's a little like this." And he shows the crest. "If you have one, it may be infected and hurting you. So we are trying to help you." will you
May
let us?
ooh. As Bambimon tries to like match your confidence to try and translate this properly as well, make a spirit test.
Spirit test.
Can I confer the benefits of my type feature because of like trying to support him and give him a boost because holy crap,
Absolutely.
Kaiden is using words. Uh,
Okay. So I'm
okay,
gonna
so
add.
then you're boosted because of my
Cool.
of me.
I'm gonna add
Power
tough
of
as
friendship.
nails again. So that adds 2 die because it's rank 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's 5 die
You're
that I'm
boosted.
rolling.
You're
Yeah,
also
so
boosted.
threes count. Um,
You can you can
I
also
don't
add more with bond points.
actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 bond points to add 2 more die.
Good plan. Good plan.
Um, so I am almost rolling all of my d6s at this point.
Let's go.
So I have 7 d6s I'm rolling.
Legend. Hey, look, when Kaiden's using words, we gotta listen.
You gotta listen.
That is
Please let there be sixes.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes with 3 sixes.
Smaller.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Wingdramon looks at you, Kaiden, and looks at Bamon, looks at the rest of the whole group, and kind of seeing the general determination from you all, and knowing your words are not lies, as far as he can tell. And he lets out like another roar. It's still terrifying because it's a gigantic dragon, but it doesn't sound as aggressive as the previous one.
I'd I'd like to add that my desire is playing into this a little bit. Of I'd like the real me to be seen. So I don't think Wingdramon is seeing this person that wants to fight, but an aura around me almost like a shield as a protector, but not just to my friends, but to the Digimon in the world.
Nice, nice, nice.
Can I do a little something
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
in the meantime, like while this has been happening, so that I sort of come in now?
Perfect.
Can I have walked up to Nico and ask for the thing of courage in their backpack?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so if I would like to take that and I would like to run to Kaiden and give it to them in this moment.
Don't touch
Yeah.
it with your bare hand.
Yeah.
No, because it's wrapped in something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wrapped it up.
Yeah. So
I
I'd like
think
to
I'll
run over.
unfold the wrapping to where I'm still touching it with just the wrapping, but like
Mhm.
showing it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, "This is the problem we're looking for."
So the dragon like lets out this kind of roar, and Bamon translates basically saying, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's Wingdramon's seen these before. Okay." Takes a moment trying to like digest everything that's being said, sort of. Like at this point, Wingdramon's not making noise anymore and just looking directly at Bambimon. You're not sure how this conversation's going, but it's going somewhere. He says, Wingdramon says that he can see that you're honest and you're not like those cowards over in that accursed city. Wingdramon also adds that he understands trying to help people, and is simply trying to help his sister, but can't right now. And I
Are you
can't.
attacking the city because they have your sister?
Wait, what happened to your sister?
Bambimon like scratches his head. It's like, I think that's it. I can't like. That's like specific sentences. Like the dragon's not talking so much as just kind of using a bunch of like draconic body language. I can't translate it properly. I think something bad happened to their sister. It's definitely their fault, but I can't like figure out
Wait,
specifically what's going on.
The dragon's not the problem. The mayor is.
wait,
That-
wait, wait! And Lucy remembers the conversation. Someone mentioned a second dragon.
Yes.
Oh,
what happened to the second dragon? And Lucy, you see this look on Lucy's face, like she's trying to remember. Was she told what happened to the second dragon?
As you're trying to think, it's not only were you not told what happened to the second dragon, when that
But she knows
night,
that the second dragon
yes,
exists, right?
yes,
Okay.
she absolutely knows that the second dragon exists and that it's not there anymore. And you know that when the knight, little tiny knight, was talking about the second dragon, they started speaking about it and then changed the subject to talk about how cool Sorcerymon is. So people are hiding what happened to the second dragon.
Kaiden, you were right the entire time. I'm so sorry, man. And she
I
is
think
so upset right now when she realizes like what was happening in front of her face, and she starts being like legitimately upset about it. And she looks at Bambimon and says, uh tell him I'm sorry, and tell him that I want to help him figure out what's happening to his sister. Like, I want to help. And she starts speaking this disjointed, like, ramble about this dragon's sister.
Perfect.
I think
mhm.
when Kaiden finds out that it's the dragon's sister,
Oh, Lucy
there's
straight up
a
telling him.
there's a dark energy that comes over Kaiden that almost matches like the menacing aura that Nyamon gives off.
Love that.
And Kaiden's like looking down
Oh.
at the ground, looks up at Bambimon, and says, "Tell the dragon we're gonna storm a castle."
So Bambimon first translates everything that Lucy said as much as he can, and then once Kaiden adds that, apparently the translation for storming a castle is like straight up like a T-Rex roar, just roar, coming from Bambimon.
Hell yeah.
It would sound really impressive normally, and it is. It just sounds really quiet compared to the dragon's scary roar.
Because he's tiny.
Because he's tiny.
His vocal cords haven't come in to do it correctly yet.
No.
Yeah,
Bless
it's
him. He's still growing.
still growing.
He's
You
doing his
will, buddy,
best.
you will.
The dragon kind of like sounds like a chuckle actually, as it kind of like furls back its wings inside, so it's like they're by its side and no longer stretched everywhere menacingly. Actually, no. It like brings the wings down a little bit and light starts to shine off them, and now illuminates all of the cave walls as well. Two things happen. The first is that you see on the cave, there's all of these like scratched in like carvings and like like drawings essentially that have been carved in and etched into the walls and stuff like that. And they show these two dragons, and you can trace them back. Like there's one which is obviously Wingdramon, big with giant wings, and the other one's like a stockier dragon with no wings and like an extra set of like big arms. And you can trace them backwards until like when they're much younger and smaller. They're playing together, kind of flying and running through the fields. There's smaller ones that look almost identical and are just like regular, like tiny little basic stage Digimon looking creatures. And then an even smaller carving going back and back and back to what was once one big egg with two small in training Digimon that are hatched out from the same egg. They're twins.
They're twins.
Oh, they're twins.
Twins.
I think Kaiden does the
Yes.
horse girl thing where they put their hand out for the animal to put their nose to it.
Yeah, they gently lower their head so you can put the hand right like on their like
And
muzzle.
Kaiden's
Lucy?
going.
Lucy watches this and she's about to make some crack about horse girls, and then her mouth opens, but there's no sound.
And I think Kaiden then leans their forehead into the snout and quietly says, almost like it's so much under their breath that you would think it is inside their head, to where nobody else besides maybe like Spark or Bambamon, because Bambamon will probably translate it. But I feel like the feelings are translating this enough. And Kaiden says, I'll make sure we do the one thing I couldn't do for mine. And we'll get her back.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm leaving.
I need to leave. I have to leave.
Here, all of you thought I was playing some badass bad kid, and he's the most emotional out of all of us.
Feeling this in my
Excuse
soul.
I take offense to that.
Or emotionally deep. I mean, like, he's
Yeah,
having the real
definitely.
conversations.
I think both of y'all have so much going on. It's really great. It's really great. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So, Dragon approved. He seems to befriend a dragon. As Bambimon starts talking quicker and starts being, he still looks kind of spooked. Speaking this much bigger, winged dinosaur over here. Show off. But he explains that, okay, so Wingdramon is basically saying that there used to be two of them, and then once these guys showed up and started messing up everything. All right, so Wingdramon and his sister, they like eat like gems and rocks and metal and stuff like that. That's kind of what they do. So they need this place. It's very important to them. And it looks like the mine facilities are, well, obviously messing with their food supply. They got upset about that, and Soshimon's forces did something, and I don't know where the sister is. Wingdramon doesn't know either, but they seem to have captured her. So yeah, I guess that's on our goal. And also, I need to remind me again, Nico. What's your virtue? Just for reasons.
Hope.
Dope. Perfect. Okay, so I remember this correctly. So, Bambimon adds, Wingdramon says that he's seen something like that, the Crest of Courage before. One of them belonged to one of his friends who's been trying to help him, and he's asking us to help them? Yeah, I think it's I don't think Wingdramon fully gets how it works, but like I think that one of their buddies is being corrupted by this thing, and we'll probably see them trying to also smack back against the system. So watch out for that. And the other one, and Wingdramon gets one of the orbs that are there, that is near him, and pushes it. This orb is the size of a person, right? And pushes it over, and it rolls and stops in front of Bambimon and Nico. As this dragon says, as Bambimon says, Wingdramon tried using another one of these himself. He got approached by someone who said he can help him get his sister back. While Wingdramon tried to use it, it just made him coop himself up in here even more. So I'm guessing that's another one of these things, right? In here somewhere. Taps it.
Nico is still like vaguely terrified of this giant dragon, because that didn't go well for her.
Not at all.
But as things have kind of like, we're no longer actively fearing for our lives. She'll also like tentatively reach out to touch it.
She very slowly touched like the dragon as well, and the dragon just kind of looks at you like steady in the eye. Bambimon looks confused, looking at the dragon, then looking at you, then looking at the dragon, then looking at you. Like he starts to speak, and then the dragon growls for a moment, and Bambimon shuts up.
What are they saying?
Secret. Can't tell. Sorry.
From me?
I think it's something you have to find out in your own story, Nico.
Listen,
Please
the
see.
dragon's
Fine.
the dragon's scary. I'm not gonna argue with him on this one. That seems like it's something for you
So
specifically.
we're going. So we're going to help his friend. Is that what we're doing?
I think
His
so.
sister? Yeah.
Well, no, his friend that got corrupted, because
His
that guy
friend,
Oh, yeah,
probably
yeah,
has the
yeah.
crest.
his
That's
friend
probably where
wants
we want to
to.
start.
Yeah.
His friend
I mean,
also
hey,
wants
if
to
we can
storm the
get
castle, and is doing so on their
Yeah.
own, and is slowly draining their
Oh
whatever using their crest.
Yeah.
no, we
Use
got to
help
get
roll
that
first.
crest off of that
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
so it stops draining them,
Stop
and then
corrupting
we
them.
get
Yeah.
and then we get an extra person in this fight, which might be
Yeah,
real
maybe.
good.
Yeah.
Look, if we're
When
all storming the castle, why not do it together?
yeah.
And Wingdramon got offered one of these things, but they don't have it anymore.
They got offered
Is
it,
that
and
what I got out of?
they got offered
Is
it,
that the orb? It's in the
and
orb, isn't it?
yeah,
The
it's
orb.
in the orb, so they still
Yeah.
have it. It's just that Wingdramon is not stupid and tried to use it once and was like, "Whoa, this is bad! Screw that!" and stopped using it and sealed it up.
Mad respect for Windramon.
Will it in the orb? Can it show us what it looks like?
Yeah, if you like hold your digivice up to it, you can kind of like it'll
Yeah, I'll do
see
that.
through it because it's important. Because it's important. Give me a second. And you
Lore.
lore you hold up and try to see what's inside there, and you see this symbol of like like a kind of a sun kind of thing, but with a light beam shoot underneath it. I think that's what the crest of hope looks like. I cannot remember.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a shooting star, I think it's supposed
Yes,
to represent. Yeah.
yes. So you see the shooting star symbol, and inside there is a crest in there. Just good luck getting it out.
So we just have this human-sized orb.
Yes, to be absolutely clear, this is way too heavy to like move and pick up on your own. You gotta break this out right now.
What if I hold my digivice up to it? Can I like suck it into it?
Possibly. I need you. You tell me what stats you use. As I'm gonna first tell you what happens to you as you do this. The first thing,
Mm-hmm.
you hold your digivice up and you feel that same thing whenever any of you like touches these corrupted crests and it like starts like doing bad things. You get flashbacks. You remember in fact, yeah, we do a whole flashback out here. As you're currently taken back in time a little bit. As your brother is kind of heading off to college, essentially last day, and he's got all the bags packed and heading towards the car, and your parents are fussing over him. Uh, Nico, how do you feel in this moment? Just kind of seeing your brother head off, and you'll be on your own again.
Nico refused to go say goodbye. She's like watching it through the window, and there was this overwhelming sense of loss and despair watching him pack all of his bags into this car because they've been kind of like a one-person thing for most of their lives together. And it feels like it's something that she's never going to get back, and she's never going to feel like a whole person again.
In your memory, in what happened, you did not go to say goodbye to your brother as you're walking through the window, and he kind of like looks like a little like sad and frustrated a little bit as he kind of like goes. But as this crest is trying to do bad things, you're there and you see all of like the walls in this house in your room kind of like fade away. So now it's just you and your brother. And your brother, this brother looks at you and says, "You know, Nico, it's not so bad. You don't have to lean on me anymore. Sure, you'll never have friends. You'll never have anyone who really sees you for who you are. But that's okay. There's comfort in that, isn't there?"
And the thing is, there is comfort in being alone, and that is something they've learned over the years that he has been at college. So where this brother thinks that would hurt her, it just kind of makes her realize that no, there is a comfort in that. That is something that's helped. It never was actually as heart-wrenching to be alone as she thought it was going to be.
What
And
does
as
it
you-
look like to us on the outside?
It looks like Nico just freezes up, just completely, just like.
Just like blank face.
Is there like in the orb, like, is this showcasing this? Like, is the crest like broadcasting this?
Excellent
Broadcasting
question.
my trauma to the world.
Nico, what do you think?
There'd probably be like echoes
Hmm.
of like her brother's voice and her own.
Mm-hmm.
And like the echoes of, you know, parents saying goodbye to him and like calling for her and her just saying, no, I'm gonna stay in my room, like I don't want to say goodbye to him, I don't ever want to see him again. Like these kind of like echoes through time in the flashbacks.
Can I do something if you'll allow me?
What do you want to do?
Because something hit me as a player that feels like Kaiden would do this
Mm-hmm.
when the brothers said you'll be alone and you won't have friends. I think Kaiden puts their hand on Nico's shoulder.
Mm.
Because that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nico has friends.
Can Lucy be standing close enough to have Sakanamon's aura like affecting Nico, like behind them? Not, there's no physical contact because Lucy doesn't feel like this is that moment, but she just like the calming aura of like, I'm here, I'm not touching you, but I'm still here, like, you know,
Yeah.
supporting.
Spark will try to lick Nico's face.
I love that. I love that.
Just the
I think
unresponsive
Nico is
blank
maybe
face.
still
I'm just-
holding Spark. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know whether Nico ever actually put Spark down.
Yeah.
So literally, Nico has the support of all their friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nico, as you're here in this like weird echo space, as you're there realizing that it wasn't as bad, being alone wasn't the worst thing, and also slowly you kind of like, you don't like see everyone, but you kind of like feel a bit of all of their presences a bit, as you're kind of like also realizing that there were a couple people who were, you know, they came and went, but were also there throughout all of that too. I need you to make for me right now, with boost because I say so, a whatever test you think is most appropriate.
Don't forget, you have bond points to spend. Do it.
I know. I was also gonna ask if a jerk with a heart of gold could be something
Mm-hmm.
I can use as well. That's my rank 2 talent now, so
Add those
feel
dice.
like I can do that. I'll add the days. I feel like
If I could help double boost Nico at this point, I would like to argue that hate is always foolish, and she is trying to either. Oh wait, I am literally using Sakanamon's calming presence.
you don't need.
Yeah.
To be fair, you don't need to worry about that because I do also have like a care as my my feature type. So
Yeah.
That's true. I
Like-
just want extra help. I feel like this is important. I feel like this is a big moment.
It is a big moment.
Your dice have hated you, and we're
dice
trying
do
to
hate
make
me.
sure that there's
I
the least hate as possible.
Look,
Yeah, I know, I agree. Every little bit
We want you to
helps.
win.
Other supermarkets are available. I feel
We
like I'm
want
gonna
you to
go
win.
with logic because it's something. Because Nico thinks it out for herself,
Mm-hmm.
she made that kind of lonesome personality her whole thing, and it's sort of like her own form of armor, and she kind of logicked herself into that. It's not something that like affects her in other ways. So I'm gonna roll with logic, which gives me 4.
Go for it.
So I'm rolling 6 dice.
Yes.
I
Hell yeah.
believe. Are there
What
sixes?
are they? What are they? What are they?
What's that face?
Throw your
No.
fucking dice out.
No way!
Cool. Wait, no. So I'm. Wait. So I'm. If I'm double boosted, is it 2s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all of them are technically successes
Okay.
with the boost. I
Yo,
did
your
roll 2
dice-
2s and a 3.
Your dice hates you.
So
But
bad.
okay.
I may use a bond point to add 2 more dice to see if I
Go
can
for
get a
it.
6.
Go for it.
I just want a 6. I just want a 6.
Single six.
Okay, that's
please.
another 3 and a 5.
It's alright. It's alright. It's
Ugh.
alright. It's okay.
There's
Worth
3.
it.
Oh, look. 3 5s. I'll take it.
3 5s, I'll take it.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
As you have this as you kind of like think this through, right? You then see your brother again, kind of like walking, like appearing next to you, and it's like, don't listen to that poser. But you already knew that, right?
Did you just self-burn?
Damn it, I did, didn't I? That's kind of whack.
But like it makes her laugh, and the kind of despair fades a little bit alongside like the warmth that all of her friends are giving her on the outside. And it's like she never lost her brother.
Mhm.
You know, he took her to camp. He calls them regularly. Like, as much as they like to call themselves a loner, they've never really been alone.
As this like dream space is starting to fade and evil brother kind of disappears and less evil brother, normal good brother, kind of starts walking away for a bit as well, he turns around for a bit, it's like, oh yeah, catch, and tosses you what you should already have, your digivice. And he says, I wanted to tell you this early myself when I was leaving, but you already like dipped and stuff, so I just had to like leave it somewhere sneakily so you could find it and be like, oh yeah, had the whole time. But my old Tamagotchi over there, my old V-Pet, that little guy has kept me company the whole time, and for some reason they're still kicking. Don't know how. You always took more care of them than I did, so I think I can keep this guy.
I did it every day.
For sure, they would have kicked the bucket already if you left it to me. Anyway, I hope that little guy
I'm
kind
gonna
of
keep
watches
looking
out for
after
you.
them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look after them, and they're gonna look after me.
they'll be there in my stead. And you know, if Kaiden's, you know, being Kaiden, you know, you can just complain to that guy.
Yeah, I don't like the team up that might happen from that. Biden's a bad influence
But
in
they're
all the
most,
best ways.
all the best ways. They're the most fun influences, always. And he turns around like, later, nerd, and kind of walks off. And you kind of see like little images of little bits of your life, little simple things, like, you know, like you're taking a test, the trip to the mall, like a beach trip that your parents dragged you to, playing like in a video, like a fighting game competition or something. All these little things, and where you have like your little pet, little virtual pet in your pocket or hanging off a belt loop or something like that. And all of them you can see like a little holographic Bambimon who's just kind of been there the whole time, kind of like either a video game tournament and Bambimon's cheering you on, in the test Bambimon's there trying to sneak answers from other people, just the entire time as it fades away and you're back in reality and that little domed shell opens up and the crest of hope is in there and not corrupted anymore.
Nico's gonna just silently, she's not gonna look at any of her friends, just reach out, take it, and put it. Do we put it in the digivice or do we just like keep it? I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it like.
I
She's
just
gonna put it
touched
in her
it to my
pocket.
digivice.
Oh, true, that was it.
Yeah.
I was like, what do we do? It was that. She's gonna also touch it to the digivice. She is also quietly crying, but like not verbally, like not vocally.
don't address
it's just
it.
like no.
We don't.
And if
address it.
anyone
Don't
did,
address it.
she would turn around and kill them right there that instant.
Lucy subconsciously lowers her eyes and averts her gaze so that like it's almost like it's understood. Like, don't look at Nico. Don't look at Nico.
It's an aura that Nico's putting out.
Oh.
Like, don't look at me. Don't perceive me. I don't want it.
Kaiden's looking at Nico, and you know Kaiden's looking at Nico.
Kaiden's allowed.
Kaiden gives you like a small smile and a wink before like turning away.
And Nico just like it's a dead stare and just a quiet like.
Bamon like sees.
That sounds like you want to fight.
Bamon kind of seeing the kind of general air is like, yo, Nico's so badass, sheer willpower just broke through hardcore shit right there. Everyone, respect.
There's so much energy coming from this little guy. She's like, okay, I'm tired. No.
Lucy whispers to Sakanamon. Looks at Babymon and whispers to Sakanamon. It's so weird.
Sakanamon is there
Like they are not
yeah.
opposites, but they are in a lot of ways. Babymon is everything that Nico wouldn't be,
Yeah.
but it works, you know?
Yeah, no, but it's just like but as they're walking away because Nico doesn't want to be perceived, like they're just like Lucy's just whispering to Sakanamon like, Babymon, so weird.
I know, right?
And they're like sidebarring with each other.
Perfect.
It's like, so you know how like the dynamic between Nico and Bambimon is very like not as vibey. Like it's totally
They
the
vibe, but it's
opposite, like,
banter always, just at each other's throats.
yeah, but Lucy, the way Lucy and Sakanamon vibed, it's like they've been together forever.
Yeah.
Before we dip out of here, Spencer would like to walk up to Wingdramon.
Mhm.
And Spencer would just like to say, Wingdramon, I'm so sorry. I hope Bambimon is translating for me.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for my introduction to you. I didn't realize, and I'm so sorry for the wet dog food. And then they would like to pull something else out of their pocket because in my stuff I have a really rad rock.
Aww.
Black on white. I have a really rad rock. And
Oh,
when
wait.
Bambimon said that
That's so
the
cute.
dragons eat like gems and stuff,
Mhm.
Spencer would like to give their really rad rock to this dragon.
The dragon.
Aww.
That's so cute. That's so cute. The dragon is not like a puff of steam, and Bambimon translates it as apology accepted. I think Wingdramon actually thinks you're really interesting, as the dragon like very slowly, like they pick up the rock and look like they're about to eat it, and then they think for a bit, and then they retreat back into the cave somewhere, and you see their wings like reflecting off the back of the cave, and there's like a classic like fantasy dragon treasure hoard. There's gems and rocks and jewels and a couple of like, you know, like necklaces and crowns and stuff that is totally stolen from the town. And puts it amongst their prized treasure collection to treasure it forever.
Yay!
We're all best friends with Wingdramon now.
Yeah.
Best friends with Wingdramon now.
And in exchange for the really rad rock, can my friend keep the sun emblem thing?
He slowly nods his head, which does not need translation.
Aw.
Thank you. Very happily
Nico-
crossing out really rad rock from my inventory.
Yeah. Get it out of there. You've given away one of
Mom.
your fun little
Mom.
things. There's going to be
Yeah.
more rad rocks that Spencer's going to collect over
It's
the
got it.
time. They're going to be digital rocks. They're going to be even cooler than like
Exactly.
Earth rocks.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
okay, so Spencer removed a really rad rock, but also added like what, a level 5 sword or whatever. I think
Level
I
4
think
sword, yeah.
It is
Level
level
one.
4 sword, but I shall be referring to it as the master sword from now on.
Yes.
I feel like Spencer's winning.
Spencer's
if you-
winning.
Also,
you know,
level 1 friendship
Also
with a really
really
strong
rad
Digimon.
rock.
Right?
Right?
Level 1
Boy.
friendship.
Hell yeah.
So-
Nico isn't gonna verbally say thank you, but the way that she looks at Bambimon, like it's the the like body language that she wants to convey to Wingdramon through Bambimon, sort of thing, because he's the closest to Wingdramon,
Of course.
and it would come across as like the most genuine and sincere through him.
Bambimon kind of like pats Wingdramon's like claw somewhere, something like that. Hopefully, of having translated that across. And as y'all,
Who knows?
who knows? And as y'all are kind of walking out, I have to first say, congratulations, my horrifyingly strong dragon enemy. I was there like, yeah, I'm gonna crush these kids. Y'all befriended him, which was amazing. I love that so much.
Sometimes the fight is in the conversation, not with your
Exactly.
fists.
So-
Sometimes the fight is with your
Roll
inner
for this
demons.
dragon. So
So-
happy.
I would like to propose like a bit of an end scene if we're wrapping up the session. And as everybody's catching up with Lucy, you hear what has become like a staple conversation between Lucy and Sakanamon. It's like, okay, so we just figured out that the mayor is the bad guy here, right? Like, are we fighting? Because we did talk to
Nope, this
We
one
did
we're
talk to
fighting.
a
I
little-
think Kaiden says as he
We're
walks
fighting,
up to you.
yeah.
so like, are we cool with violence? And they're having their like it's the now tradition of Lucy and Sakanamon trying to justify violence to each other.
Sakanamon like thinks about this deeply and is like, well, they did hurt the dragon and their friend, and they are ruining the environment. And I think this
Well,
one is one we
twin
can fight.
sister.
Twin
Twin
Yeah,
sister.
twin sister. Yeah, we have to find a twin sister.
We have
They
to
might
find
have been
twin sister.
kidnapped. Yeah. Okay. So we fight. Okay, as long as we're on the same page, because I normally don't like it when people fight. I just want everybody to get along, but like sometimes you have to fight.
Sometimes it's the only way. Sometimes that's like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Spencer will just shout at Kaiden, "Bet you I can punch the mayor harder than you!" and run off and jump in the water.
I love that kid.
And you know what? Contrary to every single time before when Nico's been like, no, Nico this time says, let's kick the shit out of this guy.
I think
Oh no,
If
we've
it's
said
okay-
bad words around the kids.
if it's okay
Nico's like,
with,
I'm sorry, but also I don't care.
yeah. If it's okay with Nico, I think Nico and Kaiden are the last two out of the cave.
Yeah.
And I think Kaiden turns to Nico and kind of like, because they're taller than you, and I think kind of like puts a hand on top of your head and like ruffles it a little bit,
My hat.
and is like, so you finally realized it, huh? He's not gone forever. You can't be mad forever.
I can. But like she says it with like a little like smile. like she is joking. Like
Yeah.
I can and I will, but also I know.
Let's go kick some sorcerer ass.
Agreed.
And
I
with-
push you a little back and I go, last one in the water is a rotten egg, and I jump in.
No! Nico is gonna look at the only options left to be last, and it is Bambimon. And she's gonna say sorry, push him to the ground, and then run.
Amazing.
You know what I just realized?
Mhm.
This entire time, from the time Lucy got out of the water with Sakanamon and the whole dragon encounter, she's just been in her swimsuit this entire time.
I mean,
We all have.
ultimately, Nico's just been in her underwear. So,
Oh my god.
but like, it's chill because she wears shorts and she wears this really
Yeah.
impressive bra. Like, it's fine. It's like flat, like there's nothing going on there.
Yes.
It's more like a
No, I
binder
just
than a
feel-
bra.
Yeah,
At this
yeah.
point.
I just realized. No, it was just. I
Like, it
just
could be a
realized
tank
this
top
whole
ultimately.
time
Like,
that we were talking.
I
to
had a
this dragon.
Katara rep this whole time.
yeah.
He did.
This
Very
was the beach
gender.
episode, and it was inside a cave.
And it was very emotional.
And it was very emotional.
Shit.
Excellent.
I love us.
All right.
So good.
So
I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Next session
think that-
we go storm a castle.
next
Storm
session,
a castle.
Storm a Castle. We do this.
We storm.
Take
I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
the perfect way to end with Bambimon being pushed to the ground.
Yep, that's where the session will close.
Bye.
Nico so does not even like literally everyone else loved on Bambimon this episode. So funny.
Nico loves him. We're gonna have a heart-to-heart next episode.
But Nico doesn't want to be a rotten egg.
No,
This is true.
Yeet. That's so funny.
I'm sorry. Needs must.
It is
I
a way.
love
Top 10
Bambimon
anime
is so
betrayals.
weird.
So
All right.
I shall wrap it up. Thank you for playing with us and for watching with us and all that good stuff. And I'll just do a little wrap up. I have been your GM Didi. I can be found at most places as Alphabet Sauce or on YouTube, where I talk about robots. And currently, I'm releasing bits and pieces of music that I have for this. Not all the music done by me, of course, but some of it.
And they're great.
So
And
good.
I am going to go over to, I don't remember what order we started with, so I'm just,
I don't either.
Are we going
I started-
backwards? I was last.
you went last, so you're first now then. Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Anne. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on social media, mostly Twitter, sometimes TikTok if you look really hard, at XO_girl wonder. I was playing your girl Lucy. She had feelings, lots of big feelings. Yeah, see you guys next week.
I think I
Next.
was third,
I think so.
so I'd be second this time.
Yeah.
Cool. Hi, I'm Derek. I use they, ze, and he pronouns. I've been playing our lovely virtue of love delinquent Kaiden, who uses he, they pronouns. We'll get more into that later on. You can find me if you'd like at Derek Does RP on Twitter and TikTok. That's DERRYKDOESRP. And or over at my own personal actual play podcast, Queers and Spears World of Saluna, where we play as an all LGBT cast in a homebrew world telling queer and lovely stories.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, I think, is Taryn.
I did go first, but I'm happy to go
yeah.
next. Yeah, I'm Taryn. She, they pronouns. I've been playing the Trauma Patrol Nico loner child today. Child of Hope. And I'm on Twitter, Instagram, not really on TikTok, but I have one, at Actual Raptor, where I talk about anime, horror, whatever silly thoughts come into my head, and dinosaurs.
And finally, we have Casey.
Yeah, I'm Casey. You can find me in a dark corner somewhere holding a tarot deck, giving you, that kind of look. If you're into it, you can find me on Instagram at maybealter or on maybealter.com. And I'm only on Instagram. I am also on Threads, but it's turning me into a reply guy, so do not follow me there. And
Fair.
I've been Spencer, the wild child.
Oh, Spencer. Let's be real.
Precious Spencer.
My child.
The
The
main
actual
character.
MC, yeah.
No.
The
That's
actual
right.
heart of our group.
Yeah.
And with that,
Mhm.
Uncorruptible, magical
You
person.
can deny it all you want. It's true.
it's true.
I am not a main character.
Totally. Totally.
Too
a
bad
fan
the main
favorite,
character
though.
isn't chosen by choice. It's
The
given.
main character.
Yeah.
The main
I meant-
character is the one that's the fan favorite, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Spencer.
We're
That's
the
how it
fans, and Spencer's our favorite.
Favorite.
You
Yeah.
decide. Oh, right.
Anyway.
You decide.
You decide.
The poll will be out later today. Just kidding.
I'm going to start waving goodbye so that this will end.
Bye, everyone. Take care.